Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, chat. How's it going? Welcome in, guys. Oh, you guys are amazing. Let's go. Let's see who's with us today. Let's go. Zahabi.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. You're in for a scare. Get down.
We got all kinds of people in chat today, guys. We got Zahabi, Double D, Disguised Dogs in the building. Hurst is here. How's it going, Allie? Welcome in. Deidre's here. Oh my goodness. Royal
Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party, pal. How's it going, everyone? Welcome. Let's see, making sure. Joker Mom. Oh my goodness, Joker Mom. My daughter uses the Goosebumps theme as her ringtone. Let's go. Great minds think alike. All the walk-ons, Sky? I know, you're telling me. We got walk-ons for days here. Yo, my, hopefully you guys can hear me well. My Discord crashed, and then one of my USB devices failed. So it popped up and said not enough resources for USB device. So hopefully that's not this microphone or anything that I actually use. I hope it's like the controller or something that I'm not using today. But yeah, I didn't know I had to have one made for me. Yes. They are. All the walk-ons are specially created for each individual. So it's great. You sound great. Awesome. Glad to hear. That's just what I'm wanting to make sure here, guys. But I'm lagging. I don't know why I'm lagging. I don't know what's up. I don't have any tabs open, I don't think, right now. Usually I do, guys. You know how we are with support here. Let me make sure I don't have nothing else on a different tab running, like a video or something. It looks good to me. So we're going to get back to chat here, guys. But I want to welcome everybody in. We usually do the intro here. We let everybody know what's going on. I would say today, guys, today is the last day. Let me go here to get the link. So if you guys want to participate, you can. If not, you can't say I didn't tell you so. If any of you guys, here we go, copy link. If any of you would like to order the snack box to participate. Oh my God, it's Frankie. Let's go. Do you remember me, Frankie? There we go, Frankie.
My wife.
But yeah. Oh, I thought it was me lagging. I mean, is the stream lagging? Am I lagging, guys? I hope not. Let's get this party started. Yeah. Here we go, guys. I shared the link again. Here, I'm gonna pin it. Uh-oh.
Lock it down, we ready to roll. Only miss you when you're not around. Ain't letting it go.
There we go. Here, I pinned it. So if you guys want that snack box, you want to eat with us this Saturday at 8 p.m. Central. Looks and sounds good to me. Okay, good. It's just like my cursor. Yes. Shout out to Paralyzed Playa. That is the man of the hour, the man of the stream. We will be introducing here momentarily. We are doing a birthday bash this Saturday. I'm sure many of you already know because you've heard me talk about it every day. But that Saturday, click the link, grab your snack box, come join us, get to know the community, hang out with us, see what's up, have a fun time, maybe win some subs, play some marbles. Yeah, know you. Exactly. But yeah, things take like 2 weeks to get here. I might join in the next one. Sounds good, Sky. Yeah, I know some people part of like Canada or other countries can't participate. So I apologize about that. It just takes forever, or the cost is outrageous. So it is what it is, but you can still hang out in general chat with us and talk on Discord, get to know you a little bit more. So if you guys aren't part of the Discord, highly recommend it. It's going to be a fun time. This is a way to network, guys. It's going to be a great stream, a lot of great people. So yeah, wonderful there. And we are still doing the giveaway. We have only one entry in. If you do any Discord Nitro boost to the Discord, highly recommend that. We do need some Nitro boost. So boost the Discord, you get an entry in for this $20 Steam gift card. And then as well as any tips or donations towards the stream will go towards an entry as well, which is right there. So I'll tip that or blah, 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 blah. I'll pin that as well. That's the word I was looking for. All right, guys. I don't want to drag the show on any longer. You guys are here for our guests, so I will provide the guests. So here we go, guys. Let's get the ball rolling. Oh no, where's the Discord? It was just here. See, hold on. All right, I got you, Playa. Let me get this working here. I don't know what just happened. So apparently when the Discord crashed on me, it took out the cropping and everything as well that I just worked on. So 1 second. Hopefully, I'm sure they can hear you, but let me see what messed up.
You guys hear me?
Look at that. Just worked right at it. There we go. It's still cropped in and everything. Good.
Oh, my camera has this problem where it freezes. So hopefully it doesn't freeze.
Yeah, it definitely mine does the same thing, and Discord's wonky. So if I have like you on the other monitor and I have like a browser over you or something, it just closes the whole scene.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes. Good morning, chat.
Welcome
in.
My adaptive shirt.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, this is my esports team. So I was getting these notifications on Twitter, and I looked into their company, and it's just a starting company, and it's run by a guy who's paraplegic, and he wants to bring adaptive gaming to more people. So I was like, oh, I'll sign right up for that. So I just I rep their brand. They gave me some cool swag, and I just spread the message about their company and what they do.
That's cool. There needs to be more of that out there, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, giving people an outlet, showing the different sides of gaming, you know.
Absolutely. I've met quite a few people now who are quadriplegic or even completely quadriplegic that still game.
Yeah, no, you're actually I would say like the second or third that I met, which is great. That gives them outlets. There's more devices nowadays. Like I was gonna ask about the devices you used and
oh yeah, I got them all ready to show.
Awesome. And like where you got them, who kind of, you know, just the shindig. We'll get all into that. But yeah, first off, we just start off the show with your typical main question of who are you? If you want to give us just a rundown of yourself or anything you like to share from the game.
Which persona?
Yeah.
So I've been, it's always ever evolving, you know. I just absorb into whatever role that I get thrown into. Like, it started out as a DJ, you know. Well, it started out as a DJ, and then it grew into, you know, just a party animal, and that in turn led to some bad choices. But so me now, I'm, you know, I focus on my sobriety, focus on my outlet into gaming. I focus on just spreading positivity and spreading a good message, and just being the best person I can be now.
That's good. That's good example to make for many out there is to just be the better version of ourselves as we can, and sometimes that takes us going through unnecessary steps through life to get us to
Oh
where
yeah.
we are to appreciate those things. So yeah, it's good to have you on the show. Good to get to know you a little bit more. Good for the guests to get to know you more. I know many people who are in the chat right now catches your streams. They
Oh yeah.
stop in and hang out. But for those who maybe haven't got a chance to meet you yet and get to know you, this is definitely a good opportunity. So I'm glad you came on the show, and I'm glad I was in chat that day and we were talking
Yeah.
about it. And
That
I've
lined up perfect.
yeah, that and I like when that happens. That's why I try to do these shows, every day because there's so many great people out there, and I'd love to get them on, and
Yeah.
kind of give them some exposure, get people to know them, and then who knows, maybe you'll catch a couple, active people come in and become part of your community from the show, and
That'd be
that's always,
awesome.
yeah, that's always good. So we mentioned about who you are. I'm gonna start reading off your bio a little bit just so I can
Oh
everybody
yeah.
can get a chance. Let me see here if I can find it. All right, there we go. I got it pulled up now, and then it says about Paralyzed Playa. You've got 1.2K followers. Paralyzed player using the adaptive controller for Xbox. C5 quadriplegic with no finger movement, showing that disabilities can't stop me from gaming. I may be bad, but at least I'm good at it. I like that play on words. Honestly, just thankful that I'm still able to do what I love. Adaptive, is that what they're called? Adaptive?
Yeah. Adaptive.
I
That's
like
my
that. I think they did a good job with their
something.
branding there and name too. That's
Yeah.
cool. And then it's got about me, writer. I had the name before the chair. Washington near Seattle. Music, gaming, entertainment in that order. I was a DJ for a while, played some amazing shows, worked as a game tester for Nintendo and Microsoft. I've been a gamer for 30 years, beginning on NES and Sega. Oh man, what days those were, right? Back in the day.
Right. Oh yeah.
It's
I was like
still
3.
I know, and they're still holding up. It's just like you see
Mhm.
all these. I never thought I'd look back and go, "Oh, okay. Well, these game systems that we used as kids are just iconic now, and people still play on stream. They'll still hook them up to
Mm.
capture cards.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Millions, Secret Castle, Mortal Kombat, Sonic. Not so fun fact: my injury is a result of suicide attempt that I thank God and hospital staff that I survived. Also lost my
Mhm.
cousin to suicide. I wish to advocate prevention as much as possible. Reach out if you ever need someone, and don't be afraid to be honest. Reach out to your friends and ask how things are with their thoughts and feelings. Spread love and compassion. While we're on
Absolutely.
that, I absolutely agree with you. I think even the strongest of us go through days. We can put on a smile, we can put on this show, right? And at the
Mhm.
end of the day, uh, we may be struggling, and I tell everybody in
Absolutely.
chat the same thing every day that my DMs are always open. I have
Mhm.
also lost many friends where there's pictures of me with other individuals, and some of them are. I mean, there's a picture that I have that no one's but me is still alive in the picture, and that's just a
Well,
sad realization.
yeah,
Uh,
definitely. Yeah. I have my cousin's picture on my wall. I look at it every day, you know, and I've lost lots of friends to it.
yeah, I mean, it just
Definitely.
gets
It's
to that
hard.
point where it feels like there's no other alternative, right? Like you feel like there's nothing you can do to get yourself out of whatever situation you're in or whatever. And sometimes it's just a daily, constant battle with yourself,
Yeah.
uh, and that can get overwhelming for many. You got to
uh,
find stuff in life that holds purpose, that gives you value, and it's hard sometimes when you're in the rut.
It really is. And most of the time it's just a spur of the moment decision. You know, you don't think about it. It's just you know, you're feeling that way at that time, and you think that's it, and you know, you don't think ahead, and you don't think about the repercussions of what your choice is going to bring on to everyone else. You know, and that's just the hard part, is you put your pain on everyone else,
No,
and
you're absolutely right. You know.
they have to shoulder it for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. I mean, I was angry when my friends are no longer here. You know, I had one who, yeah, let's just say, yeah, handfuls of that have taken their lives one way or another, either through drug overdose or,
Hmm.
firearm or noose. Just
Hmm.
so many for so many reasons, and usually it was that they felt that the world was turning their back on them when they needed them the most. You know, it's like family
Hmm.
members or friends, or life just wasn't going so great for them at the time financially and mentally, and it's just like one thing after another
Yep.
leads up to that moment. It's like a stacking block on, like you said, on their shoulders. It's like weighs them down to the munch,
Hmm.
so they don't want to continue on. So guys out there, chat, anybody, you feel like you're going through something, I'm sure Paralyzed Players DMs are open. Mine's are certainly open, so you guys are always welcome to shoot a DM, talk to us about anything if you need, just an ear, or someone to talk with. I know how it is, so definitely don't be fearful or scared to reach out for help if you need it, because we're all friends and family here. I tell people that part of the community, people who've been joining the kingdom, I do this for them. I do this for the community, the streamers out there, so we can meet them, get to
Yeah,
know them, and give them a voice.
absolutely. I try telling people every day in my stream, you know, reach out to your friends and just be there, be a good friend, and you know, ask how they're doing. So I try to tell everyone, you know, like, don't be afraid, don't be afraid to speak up. I
Yeah.
actually had a good conversation with one of my viewers. He was going through a hard time, and our my whole chat was there for him. And uh, you know, he just had a rough day, and we were all there for him. We all talked him through it, and you know, we cheered him up. And the next day came back, and he was feeling much better, and you know, he was thankful. He was thankful he came into the channel that day. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
All
it's a
right.
good
Well,
it's a
I
good
I
feeling.
I agree. No, I agree completely. It is definitely a good feeling, to be able to help someone who, just needs that extra nudge. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but sorry here. I just noticed, Polka. Thank you for the biddies. I don't understand. I just refreshed. I got to test something here real quick. Make sure my stuff's working. I just refreshed the cache, but there should have been a biddy sound alert there, and I don't know why it's not working. It's not. It's always something with streaming. We always talk about
Oh
this
God,
daily.
yeah.
It's like something's always not working. I just noticed the other day I was going through stuff and realized that my bots weren't working. My cloud bot wasn't doing timers or anything, and God forbid how long that had been going. It had been going for probably multiple streams without me even noticing that the timers weren't going. Uh,
Right.
but I've got to refresh. Let me find it here and just test. But yeah, while I'm looking for this, we can talk a little bit more. So, where are you from? What state, country?
Washington,
Oh
Seattle,
yeah,
Washington. Yeah, that's where I DJ'd for a long time, like 4 years. Uh, man, a lot of fun in Seattle. A lot of fun in Seattle. But I live around that area. I haven't really gone far since birth. I was born here, raised here, um, been here most of my life. I want
that's
to get
good.
to.
No, I've got a lot of friends who live out there in Washington, that I know online. None that I take that back. There was two who lived around where I live who went out there with family and stuff. So I hear it's a great place. A lot of good people, but just a good atmosphere in
But
the
yeah,
West Coast there. And
there's a lot of camping, a lot of recreation to do in the summertime. You know, you only get like 3 nice months, so yeah, you make the best of it. There's lots of lakes, lots of mountains, a little bit of everything here.
sorry, I'm jumping back to my chill room just for a second here. I don't. Yeah, it's not even showing. So weird. I don't know what the hell's up. I refreshed it. I recached the scene. The bids, follow alerts, none of that shit's working. I don't know what happened.
Dang.
Yeah, so weird. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't get Twitch. Follow
Yeah, I
alerts aren't
was
working.
I was streaming yesterday and um I have a lot of sound alerts, like channel redemption buttons. And for some reason I could hear it, but chat couldn't. And I was like, I don't understand why. But I can hear it just fine. But yeah, OBS be acting weird.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sure if I
It's,
close, I'm sure if I closed out and reopened, it would probably work. But then it would
right.
end stream. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try one more thing here, and then if it doesn't work, we'll just have to not worry about alerts or follow alerts or all that jazz today. Let's see. But so yeah, what while I'm doing this, what games do you play usually? You like on stream,
Oh
off
man.
stream?
You know, I do so much supporting that I barely even play off stream. I I'll play Fortnite or Call of Duty, you know, if someone invites me off stream. But other than that, I really don't play much off stream. Um, and I've just been playing Last Epoch, which is like Diablo, and I'm just waiting for Diablo 4 to come out.
I know. I
And
was just watching you play that open weekend beta that they
oh
had.
yeah,
And it looks so good. Like I'm a big Diablo fan. I've played Diablo since the first one all the way up, all of them. So I'm
oh
hyped
yeah,
too, but my unfortunately the first week of it officially being out, I'm going on vacation. So I'm kind of
oh
disappointed in that because when I come
oh
back,
yeah,
everybody's gonna have rushed through the content and I'm gonna be
right,
behind the curve. You either get on the horse or you get left behind and I'm just
yeah.
gonna be left behind, but it'll be all right.
I
I think
can't
I'll
wait to get a horse in that game, honestly. The terrain is so big and walking sucks. Like seriously, walking sucks.
Yeah, I hear it's very open world, and a lot of stuff going on. I see it. There's a lot of it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what do you have any like favorite foods that are your go-to kind
Oh,
of grub?
pizza. So I worked I worked a lot of years in pizza. I would do the dough and open up the stores and um so I have a very, very tight bond with pizza. But Canadian bacon, pineapple, jalapeno, spicy Hawaiian, nothing better.
See, we were just talking about that the other day. You're gonna cause a riot in chat when you mentioned
I
pineapple
know.
on. He's like, I know. That's
I
why
know.
I'm here. Yeah.
Watch it all burn.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Speaking of Diablo in the depths of hell, welcome to the
right.
spicy Hawaiian pizza with jalapeno and
Oh yeah.
pineapple.
That's
Yeah,
my favorite for sure.
I know. Joker Mom
Oh,
would agree with you. She would love jalapeno with pineapple and stuff.
it's just like the play on like spicy and sweet at the same time. It's so good.
Oh yeah, and that's some people like the salty and sweet too. You know, it's like
Yeah.
that's the sauce. Sometimes the sauce can be a little salty.
Sauce is the boss. Sauce is definitely the boss.
Do you have any like? I'm a big sweets guy. Do you have like a favorite dessert? Are you a brownie, a cookie, a cake, a ice cream, or what kind
Oh
of guy are you
man.
when it comes to that stuff?
So one of the caregivers here, she asked me what I wanted on my birthday. I was like, you know, I haven't had in a long time, some fudge. And so she made the dankest fudge, and so she made that a couple times, and that was a good treat. I mean, they have like candy and stuff that um, we were having, but uh, yeah, they kind of cut down on the sweets around here because I don't know, they don't want people to rot their teeth. These people here are all old. I'm surprised if they even have teeth left, but they gotta take care of their people. I was like, okay, I get
No,
it.
I get it too. Yeah. No, I understand. It's kind of the same with, I mean, even kids, right? Like you got to give
Yeah,
them a limit. You're like, I know you just eat this stuff all day long if you
yeah,
could.
yeah. They're having some like warheads. I love sour. Like warheads are really good, and like Reese's. Reese's are #1 candy.
Nice. Yeah, Reese's are good. I love Reese's. Those are like any form of Reese's too, like
Yeah, pretty much.
the cups, the Reese's Pieces. I can do that. Those are
The
good.
eggs. I like the holiday ones. The
Oh
trees,
yeah.
the eggs, the pumpkins.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always taste a lot fresher for some reason. Like the cups have been sitting in the cupboard for like 2 years
Right.
on their factory.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like have you had the Reese's Fast Breaks?
Oh yeah, those are good.
I was addicted to those.
Yeah, those are. I think those would be my favorite. I have to say, they kind of remind me of like a Twix with peanut butter, and not the
Yeah,
caramel, and I like that better. Honestly, I would eat those over the Twix any day.
for sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
Love
let
me
me.
some
I'm
Twinkies.
I'm stopping messing with my bit and sound alerts. I'm sitting here like saving and uploading, and like it's not working. I don't understand.
It's frustrating.
Maybe it's just Streamlabs or something. Yeah, because I mean,
Well, there's
as
your
being
problem.
streamers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I use regular OBS, but I use
Okay.
Streamlabs for like the alerts and everything, and just source them
Yeah,
in. Yeah, I couldn't use slabs or what they call it. It just
slobs. Yeah.
yeah, it didn't look good. It never. I tried, because I had someone recommend it, and I'm like, oh, I'll give it a shot. And then I opened it up, and I was like, this. Even the over or the layout and everything, I was like, this is just not what I'm looking for. So I just went right back to OBS.
I just jumped straight into OBS because I heard it was more powerful. It doesn't crash as often, and you're just better off going with OBS. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, for sure. So thank you guys, Maj, for the 10 biddies, Poka for the 10 and the 3 biddies. I'll try to focus as much as I can on announcing that. Mine wasn't working either last night. JCF. Maybe Streamlabs is so heavy and consuming on GPU. Yeah, that's what I hear. That they use like 10, 13% of the CPU source and stuff, while OBS is like 3, 4, 5%. So a lot smaller
Hmm.
percentages of so yeah, if that was happening to you last night, JCF, maybe it's just a thing where it probably crashed last night at some point, and then when it came back up, my OBS was still down. Because I noticed that sometimes if my internet drops at night or something like that happens, I'll wake up and I always leave my OBS open. So unless I close it and reopen it, it doesn't refresh everything. So it's probably what happened, and I probably needed to reopen it. I just got to get in the habit of just closing my OBS every morning before stream and reopening it, so it refreshes
Yeah.
everything. That's
Yeah, I
probably
have the same problem with my bot because I just switched over to like a way more powerful bot, and like it's got issues when communicating with OBS, and it's like I have so much to it, and a lot of it I expect a lot of it to work, and I'm asking it to do quite a bit. If you saw this stuff in my stream, so you know you know what I mean, right?
yeah. No,
Yeah,
those bots take up a lot of resource, especially if you got them doing multiple tasks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I have it doing a lot. A lot of music, a lot of everyone's walk-ons, all the sound alerts, all the channel point redemption. I got a lot that goes on in my channel. I
Yeah.
put a lot of time into it, but it's worth it. It's so
No, I
worth it.
agree. That's the biggest thing. That's why I was sitting here trying to fix it, because it's all about the
Yeah,
content. It's about the guests and the chat and you. And I try to provide the best experience I can for what I
I
have.
feel you.
So yeah. So again, yeah, thanks for being here. It's having a good time so far, getting to know
Yeah,
you a
it's my
little bit more.
pleasure. I've been
So
thinking about it for a while. You know, where's
yeah,
my coffee?
yeah,
Yeah.
No, you're not. Did you want me to just put ice in this or put
Yeah, I
water?
just put ice in it. Thank you. Yeah,
awesome.
getting started early.
I know. We we,
Yeah,
we we try our best here. Disguised Dog, thank you for such kind words, my man. You're a great streamer as well. Disguised Dog was
yeah,
also on the show. Soon
yeah. I
coming
saw
up.
his.
You did awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
great guy.
yeah. I helped him get affiliate actually.
Awesome. That's
Yeah,
what it
I
takes.
nicknamed him Double D, and it stuck through the community. It's funny.
Yeah, that's how I kind of was somewhat introduced to that name outside of having him on. I didn't hear it called Double D until after the show, and then I was
Oh
in
yeah.
someone else's stream and they called him Double D, and I was like, oh, that's so much easier. I like that.
Yeah, it's so much easier, and it just reminds me of Ed and Eddie, like
Yeah,
Double D. And like when he comes into my channel, there's a sound alert that says, "Double D's not human." What? No way. And it's Ed from Ed and Eddie. It's funny.
nice. Yeah, no, I like Ed and Eddie. That was a good show growing up as a kid.
Yeah,
And
definitely. I saw
I
it.
feel like it was underrated a little bit. Like even then and even now, it's kind of like
Yeah,
passed
I
it
saw
behind a lot of shows.
Poca has a plank emote now. She should put it in chat. Pretty sure I saw it. I was like, that looks like plank. Pretty sure that's exactly what I saw.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So how long have you been streaming?
I've been streaming since November.
Okay, so still pretty early on. You're about
Yeah.
6 months, 7 months in.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You've got some good significant growth. I see you out there. Same thing like the rest of us, like networking. As you mentioned, I also don't play a lot of games off stream. And if I'm playing
Yeah.
games off stream, it's playing games with other streamers like Fortnite. I'm playing in their lobbies while they're streaming.
Exactly.
It's kind of like I look at it as two ways. Like I'm helping support them by being there and being an extra face, an extra person in their lobby. But at the same time, I'm
Hmm.
also networking. So I'm getting to know them a little bit more and then also getting to know their chat and their audience a little bit more. So if they see
Yeah,
me around,
exactly.
so it's kind of like both sides of the spectrum. So it is networking, even though you're playing a game. And I tell people that too. I push really hard, guys, because I don't see it enough. I'm not seeing a lot of collaboration out there, and I'll say that
Yeah.
in the streaming community, there's just not enough.
I just had an awesome collab with Elite Madness when we were playing Diablo, and we had people jumping back and forth with. That was the first time that I like had added someone in my description,
Oh,
and
okay.
we had people like bouncing back and forth between our streams, and getting each other follows, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a nice collab.
No, I like collabs. I think I would honestly I would do a collab every day. I mean, I do with the show here, but that's why I do the show. Honestly, is because it is a good way of networking communities together.
Yeah.
You know, your community gets to know mine, mine yours. You know, people who aren't a part of either community just stopping in. I get to know you more as an individual. You kind of get to know me a little bit more. Especially, you know, sometimes we have guests on who haven't seen the show. You know, you've caught some episodes and stuff of different streamers who you know, which is good because, you know, people kind of get comfortable and know and get prepared. You know, there's a lot of streamers I've reached out to when I first started doing this, and they're just now coming around to like want to be a part of it because they're kind of feeling it now. You know, they
Yeah.
either they weren't ready or they weren't sure what type of person I was, you know, and what I was trying to do
Mm-hmm.
here, which is good. You know, I kind of want people to feel comfortable and I'm a pretty persistent guy too. Like if I know someone's
Damn,
interested,
it's moist.
damn, it's Moist. What's up, Moist? See, the
What up,
walk-ons are
Moist?
working with the sound alerts or the sound blurbs, but the stupid Streamlabs aren't working. Oh, I hate streaming sometimes.
Right. Always
Like,
something.
yeah. So yeah, let's see. And do you, you know, when you're not streaming, I mean, do you have other hobbies that you do? Do you, is there certain
Oh yeah.
films you like?
Um.
You said you're a
So
DJ music.
yeah. So like I said, music, entertainment, or music, games, entertainment in that order. Well, I just got my payout, and it led me to have funds to actually get a DJ controller and attempt DJing again, and it went really well. Like I was playing, you know, like I was playing like it was back in the day, and it was awesome. And I found out that I needed to, I should have upgraded. I didn't have the funds at the time, but I should have upgraded to the next board that I was looking at. So I'm returning the one that I got before, and my new one should be here today. So I'm going to be starting to do a DJ stream once a week, once or twice a week, like Sunday nights, I think. So
Awesome.
that, yeah,
I'm
that's,
excited for that. I'll have to catch that out. I love DJ stuff. I've got a couple DJs that I follow here that I've met through mutual friends, streamers on here, and I kind of stop it at times just to kind of chill
yeah,
and listen to the music.
exactly. Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
putting that in your rotation, you know, once a week type events. I tell people always, you know, as streamers, get out of our comfort zone. You know, it's the same with
Mm-hmm.
me. As I like Fortnite, I like streaming Fortnite. But I know sometimes, you know, and I have chat, you know, streamers and other just viewers, supporters who come in who just want to see Fortnite, or they're literally. I'm sure there's some right now who are lurking who are just waiting to see if I load up Fortnite at some time or another. And then as soon as I load it up, they come out of the shadows and they're like, "Hey, Joker Dad, do you want to play a game?" And I'm like,
Right.
you know, okay, sure, I suppose, you know. But
Yeah, I had when my last DJ stream, it was about a week ago. It was a week ago today, and I had some people that watched me play Last Epoch. They're like, "Didn't you usually stream Last Epoch?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just having a DJ stream." He's like, "Oh, cool. I'll hang out and check it out." I was like, "Yeah, man, just enjoy the stream."
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, Poca said she got to watch your
Poca,
VOD of
I
it.
see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the VOD was pretty. It was messed up. I heard in my headphones what, you know, you guys were hearing stuff that only I was supposed to hear, only the DJ is supposed to hear. So that's why I was saying I should have upgraded to the newer one, and that one has an audio output, so I can differentiate from what I hear and what they hear. So next one will be
Oh,
much
that makes
better.
sense. That makes sense. I gotcha.
Yeah, because the
Yeah,
DJ is
it's
supposed to hear what's coming in next and, you know, get everything set up, and then when, you know, when they're ready, bring it in so the main audio hears it.
so it was playing
So
both. It was playing like what was
yeah,
current
it
and
was
then what was
playing what was in my headphones. It was just playing it all.
gotcha. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
so
makes sense. I mean, it happens. It's you don't. It's one of those things like you were doing. You don't know until it's going,
yep,
right? And then you're like,
yep.
oh,
Until I
okay,
watched the VOD and I was like, oh shit, okay.
yeah. But that's that again. Just like where I'm dealing with that streaming, right? There's an
Yeah, you live and
obstacle.
learn.
Some obstacle, then you overcome it, and then you go to the next obstacle, and then there's
Right.
another. So yeah.
It's always something. Always
So
something.
the DJing for your hobbies, I like that. I like that you're trying something new back with the stream. You're starting a day with it. Recently, can you turn up your mic just a tiny bit? Yeah, I could do that. Let me see here. See, it could also be my voice mod's not working. See, that's turned up. Let me check. See where I can adjust this at. See, voice mod's up here. Here, let me I turn it down so I don't get a lot of feedback from across the room, but there's no one here, so that shouldn't be a problem. But let me slowly adjust. Check, check. All right, that was turning it down, so it's this way. Check, check. 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello. That seems like a little bit better there. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I try to keep it at a minimum because usually those sound alerts and the bit alerts where I'm singing and screaming, I don't want to be like singing in your ear. It's usually for the guests more than the stream. But then the
uh,
music's playing. I have to emphasize on this, guys, that watch your VODs, like Playa said, watch those VODs, check your audio levels because you want your game sound to be a little louder than your music, but you want to be louder than your game sound. And you don't want all
oh,
of them to be loud, right?
not me. I have my game sound at a minimum. It's like game audio, and then music, and then me.
Gotcha. So you like
Because
it a little
it's
different
a
then.
party. It's a party in my stream always.
Yeah. No,
But that's just me.
I agree. I think either one's fine.
Yeah,
Either
you just
game.
gotta find the balance.
Yeah, what you're looking for, what the community. I like this. Like you said, if it's a party, you want the music louder than the game sound. But if I feel like there's a lot of streamers that I go into their stream, and I'll be watching them, and their audio levels will be the quietest, so I can't hear them talking. Their game sound will be
Or way too
lower than their.
loud.
Yeah, that too, but their game sound will be quieter than the music. So not only
Hmm.
can I not hear them talking, I can't hear character dialogue
Oh,
from,
okay, yeah.
so they're playing like an RPG or there's characters talking throughout the game and I can't
Yeah,
hear
I
the
see that.
characters.
Yeah.
So it's just like you said, a comfortable level that you can hear everything at a pace and that's what chat's up to.
And you
That
can record in the OBS. Use
yep,
your recordings to record it and do a test stream by yourself.
that's
And then go
absolutely
back
right.
and watch your video. That's what I did.
That's exactly what I do too. I hit the recording
Mhm.
button, I save it to the hard drive, I go back, and I'll only record like 30-second clips, right? The first 30 seconds just to test the audio and then turn it down and record again, turn it down and that's how you troubleshoot, guys. You have to do that because and especially if someone's telling you that you have a problem, and then you just change it a little bit. You go, "Is that better?" And they're like, "No." And then you just keep going back to what you're doing. It's like, well, what was the purpose of that? And don't take it personal. I think a lot of people take stuff like this personal, because they think they get instant defensive about it, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's telling me that my stuff's wrong or it's bad," and it's
Yeah,
like, no, it's not bad. It's just we want to be able to hear you. It's courtesy to the chat. Like I feel like because I had one guy do that one day where I think we raided into him or someone. I came over in a raid and I told the guy that or someone told someone that and the guy just pretty much blew him off. They're like, "Well, I don't care if you hear the game or not. I can hear the game." And that was it. And I was like, "Well, I guess you just lost half your chat because you're saying you don't care what chat has to say about anything." It's like,
exactly.
and
Chat
I
comes
think those are
first.
gamers. Yeah, exactly. Chat does come first, and I think it's like those are the gamers. I feel like we spoke
Yeah,
about that on one where you have gamers, you have streamers, and streamers are
absolutely.
entertainers. We're here to entertain the chat, entertain our guests like yourself.
The gaming's just back burner. It's just like content, but we're the focus. And it's
exactly.
flipped for gamers. Gamers are they're the tryhards or they're the diehards. You know, they go hard in the paint.
Yeah. Yeah, we appreciate you being here, Mario. You and Deidre are awesome. And any
Deidre's
help, man.
awesome.
Yeah, Deidre's a huge supporter. I see Deidre
She
out there
is.
everywhere, and that's awesome.
Same.
Like I can't help to express how much, that not only does that help other streamers, with getting their content out there, someone to engage with, because this is a learning process. Like Mario said, like a lot of people don't know how to engage with chat, and it takes a while. It took me a while before I felt comfortable just free talking, right, and stuff like that. So. It's definitely a learning experience. So, and if you need any help, Mario, let us know. I'm sure Paralyzed or myself, anybody who's in any of these communities are usually open books. That's what I've been liking about the communities that I've been a part of. Usually, I've had my ups and downs, and there are communities out there right now that are kind of not the greatest and feeding a little bit of false information and lies, but it is what it is. It's how it is in the world, and you have to adjust and overcome and keep on. Uh,
Yeah.
but let's see here. So we got what hobbies you have. Do you have I usually it's a kind of a familyized question. Mothers, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts,
Oh yeah.
aunties.
I have 3 sisters that I'm close with. My older sister actually helped me get my yeah, we went over that, Poca. A little bit.
Yeah. And you can share after this question, if you want to recap for Poker or anybody else who may be
Yeah.
joining the stream, they may. Yeah, it's fine, Poca. It happens. We know you're doing stuff around the house. And you got all them hoodlums. I like to call them hoodlums. That's what I like to call my kids, especially when they get into stuff. I'm like, you damn hoodlum.
So we were talking about it's in my about me. So my injury is a result of a suicide attempt, and we went over just being there for each other and being there and checking on each other and making sure that we're not just going through this alone. And but that goes to my family. It's like at the time I was not being close with my family. I was kind of isolating. So after my injury I really became a lot closer with my family, and definitely with my mom and with my sisters too. So I'm really close to my mom now. We talk all the time. I get to see her about once a week. I talk to my sisters every once in a while. I'll call them, but we're not like a super close family. But we do check on each other and keep in touch. But
No, that's good. There's some family who don't keep in touch at all. For my family being one of them, honestly, like I was happy enough. My actual birthday, we're celebrating it Saturday, but my actual birthday was a couple days back, and my own father had forgot and had posted pictures of him and his new family and stuff like that, and on on Mother's Day, and didn't give any regards of myself or could even remember. Yet I remembered his birthday. And it's just like those type of things were in life that kind of bother you a little bit. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I wish I had family, but then that's where I come in and become a better person and individual for my family, my wife, my kids, and just try to be there for them and make sure that
Exactly.
in the important times, and all you can do is reach out. It's like if you feel your family's not communicating, it's good to just reach out and ask them how they're doing, try to engage on it. But if they don't return the favor, it can kind of get hard. If it's just you
It does,
reaching
yeah.
out and saying, how are you doing? How's it going? And then you don't hear from them for another 2 weeks, and then you're the one engaging again to talk to them. It's like, man, are you going to care at all? Or is this, and it's hard because people are busy. We got to remember that they're going through their problems as well. Uh, I deal with that in the work environment a lot, where people are having a bad day and they're rude to people or are mean to other coworkers because the other coworkers are maybe slacking a little bit or are going slower than usual, and
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you don't even think, you're just like, well, it's more work for me, but you don't even think what they're going through, right? Like if they're having family issues or mental issues, and are contemplating, the same attempts. It's like just
Mhm.
sad world we live in sometimes, and we just have to be the light in the darkness. I always tell people, be the light in the room. If everybody's angry, kill them with kindness. Just be the
Absolutely.
nicest, best person you can.
Yeah, I do agree.
Because yeah, it's definitely hard. I was lucky. My sister did reach out and wish me happy birthday, which was good to see. She had
Yeah.
been struggling with health issues herself, and I think she had taken pharmaceuticals over a long period of years and stuff, and that stuff starts to catch up to you just as much.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad, I haven't talked to him in I don't know how long. He didn't say anything for my birthday. Uh, but I mean, we were never close anyways, but it's
Yeah.
just he hasn't even tried to make an effort. So why should I?
No, I
I'm
feel
just
that
fine with
too.
time.
I'm feeling that same way. It's like you said, me and my dad never really great close either. I mean, we had moments as a kid and stuff, events, family things, but besides those handful of times, right? It was more not great times than normal. So yeah, it's kind of you don't want to be the one to engage it, especially if you like do that and then it's the same results over and over. You're like, oh, I kind of expected something different. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what do you have any besides family, right? Wait, do you have heroes or mothers or any of your sisters that look up or that you kind of look up to that's kind of helped you along this process or
Um, I've been going through a lot, like before streaming, I went through a lot with just not really having friends and no one to really, I was just sitting around watching TV and, I felt like abandoned in an old folks home, you know what I mean? I
yeah.
kind of felt like somebody's grandparent, like all my friends were, I was calling them, they weren't calling back, or like I cut a lot of friends out that I used to talk to when I stopped doing drugs and um, became sober. So there's a few close friends that I had that I could barely even get a hold of. So, I was just going through a lot, and so now I just look up to bigger streamers, and now streaming is everything for me. It's, my social circle. It's people I see every day. It's, names and faces that I never would have known if I hadn't have made the choice to uh, you know, go stream. And oh, thanks, Boca. Yeah, but I just look up to bigger streamers and see how I can be like them and um, engage with chat and do fun things and be entertaining and cater to my community and just build that. And that's kind of where my goal is right now, is just building a community. And yeah, so heroes is just bigger streamers. There's a lot that I can learn from, and I don't mean like huge streamers. I don't watch anyone but my community, honestly.
Yeah, that you're absolutely. See, I'm glad to hear that. I feel like when we become streamers, small time streamers, and we really start to network within these communities, you get to a point where there's just so many great people even here at the bottom. I hate to say it, but like there's more great people at the bottom than there are at the top, and I've
Yeah,
noticed that. And I just I unfollowed a lot of those big people that I watched before streaming. I literally unfollowed them. I was like, this isn't even the content I want anymore. I was like, I enjoy the small streamers. I enjoy the people pushing for new content who aren't
yeah,
comfortable where they're sitting. And the same as you said, like my friends, I have very little friends locally. And the ones I do have are busy with everyday life. They have kids, wives. They never get out like I never get out really, other
yeah,
than maybe here and there. All my time spent working, streaming in the AM, and then networking in the evenings. And now my wife, Joker Mom, just started streaming. We got her set up with a laptop, and she's had her first couple streams. We're trying to get her to affiliate, which should be done, within that 7-day period that it requires.
yeah,
Uh, but it's just that's a lot of time. 7 days within the first 30 days of streaming. That's quite a bit. I mean, some people can hit that milestone easier than the average viewers.
yeah.
But with her, she spent a lot of time networking. I try to tell people like if I knew what I knew now, I would have networked more before I even started
Exactly.
streaming. I watch her and how she never was streaming for the last couple months and was networking the entire time with me, getting to know people as us as a community, a couple, a family, and then as soon as she went live, she had a little bit less is just as much numbers as I do. She had more numbers in her stream than I have in here right now the other day, and I was like, holy
Oh
crap.
yeah.
I was like, she had 180 followers before
Dang.
she ever went live, and so it's pretty good. Like if you work like that and you do similar, I would have definitely done it much differently. But
Right.
really, but yeah, do you have any at this point in life? Do you have any biggest fears? If it's animals, insects, or just life stuff, or
Fears. Fast moving objects because I move slowly. Anything moving at me at a fast pace. Yeah, I don't move fast. So that's,
gotcha. It's just like
yeah,
like jump, kind of
I,
like a
I,
jump scare.
no, just like if like I was out and about or something and something's coming at me fast, that is like my biggest fear because I cannot get out of the way. Like I've
Yeah,
had, moments where I look up and I'm like, oh shit, am I gonna make it? And then like tight spaces, me and tight spaces don't get along. And stairs, me and stairs don't get along. Not necessarily a fear, but we just don't get along. Yeah,
yeah,
I gotta set up my lurk right now. That's what I'm doing. Just checking in.
yeah. So
I have an
sorry.
obligation to be in a stream, so I got, yeah, multitasking,
Yeah, man. No, I appreciate. Are you are
supporting.
you are you just supporting? Are you modding? Or are you
No, I'm
just
just supporting.
okay? Well, that's
Yeah.
good. No, that's how it is, man. I know how it is. I usually I try to tab up, but when I tab up during these shows, it also puts a stint on the resources, and then
Yeah.
I've noticed that after once I'm at that third tab, some days it's dicey. I don't know if it's internet or if it's just
Do
my
you use
CPU.
Chrome or do you use Edge?
I use Mozilla Firefox, but
Oh, okay.
I usually I've been trying to get on. I think it's Edge, because they have.
Edge is not bad.
I think it's
Chrome
because
is
they use.
terrible on resources.
Oh,
I
Chrome
stopped
is
using,
okay.
yeah, I stopped using Chrome and started using Edge because Chrome was just sucking my resources down.
Oh, maybe it was Chrome that I had downloaded. I don't. I'm looking here to see what. No, it was. I think it was Edge, or maybe it was Chrome. Whatever one you need is can you use both for the guest star? I think it's called. I haven't tried
Yeah,
that
I don't
yet.
know.
There's a guest star collab thing that like
Mm-hmm.
Twitch has integrated, but I've yet to try it because this works, and until it doesn't work or I need to do it, I'm kind of one of those people. Um,
Yeah.
but I hear it's better for resolution, cropping like we did, and guest star is awesome. Yeah. See, that's
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look into it. But my problem is that I voted one day in chat when we had a good show, and everybody said they didn't have it, so they didn't have the browser that it was needed because at the time there was only one browser that supported the feature. Uh,
Mm,
so I'm not sure if they've changed it since then, but we'll deal with that
yeah.
when the time comes. But no, I understand the fast thing. That is definitely. I've been in those situations where I remember one time I got sucker punched, really bad, and that I was young and the guy was of age. I think I was like 14, and the guy was like just turning 18 or about to turn 18. A lot larger, about double my size, and he like was like, "Oh, did you just jump at me?" And I was like, "No." And I was looking down at the time, and I looked up, and I just remember the longest hook of my life. It was going fast, but it's slow motioned, and you're
Oh
like,
yeah.
what do I? I was kind of like, "Oh, this is gonna hurt," and bashed me really good, like cracked my skull, blood in the eye, and
Oh geez.
everything. So that was a learning experience. But yeah, those are the moments that you kind of, like you said, if trying to jump out of the way of a vehicle about to strike you and it's going super fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. I've been down those roads too. It's why that's why I hate vehicles. I'm not a big fan of vehicles in general.
Right.
I know some people can drive really good and they can control their vehicles, others not so much.
Oh yeah. I was a boss when I was driving.
Oh, nice. You like driving?
Oh, I love driving. I was a like I said I worked at pizza. I used to deliver for a long time, and man, being in all my cars, almost all my cars had a stereo system in almost all of them, and I'd just be rolling around bumping music. Surprise, surprise.
Yep. Being a
Music is
DJ.
life, right? Yeah, and that's what played into my like DJing is like I had all these music and I knew all these bass lines and I knew like all of these songs like the back of my hand. And when I would find a new song, I'd listen to it in my car and learn the song and learn like the bass line, learn the drop, learn everything. And then when I'd go to a show and play it, do I have a favorite song? That is a huge question.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
wanna
can't
I
pick
wanna
one.
I wanna emphasize on Sergeant Burlow. She mentioned "You're strong, don't give up." I saw it earlier, but we were mid talk, so
Mm,
I'm very forgetful. But yeah, so "Don't Give Up," strong heart, massive respect and inspiration for me. That's inspirational. It's hard having friends when you go through tough times. As a single mom, it's tough. Yeah, we understand, Sergeant.
absolutely.
And again, our DMs are always open if you need someone to chat with or just vent or talk, suggestions. Polka with her favorite song. I know that is hard. I think that's for anybody. You tell someone their favorite song, man, we're gonna be here for a minute, and you're gonna get
Hmm.
multiple song suggestions.
Right. What genre? What?
Exactly. Yeah. Genre
What
is huge.
everything? Yeah.
I'm trying to think what my favorite song would be, and for what genre. I don't even know. There's just so many good songs.
Emo. Yeah. There's a lot of good emo. Favorite emo song? Oh man. Tough. There's so many. I can't
Yeah.
pick one. There's no way. Hands down by Dashboard. I got to see Dashboard with Third Eye Blind. I went for Third Eye Blind, but I stayed for like Dashboard. I was like, that's not bad. A good show. Third Eye Blind live though. Oh my god. Oof. Love
Yeah,
Third Eye Blind.
I like Third Eye Blind too. I saw Third Eye Blind with Goo Goo Dolls
Oh
and
nice.
Vanessa Carlton. They were
Hmm.
at it was a show. It was my first concert, and I was 15 at the time. So this was like when they were just relevant and big. It was crazy. So I've been that. I've seen Cake. I don't know. You ever heard
I
Cake?
love Cake.
Yeah, I've seen Cake 3
Let's
times.
go in the distance.
Yeah, long short skirt, long jacket.
Yeah.
Sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. Oh my goodness, good times. I love,
Right.
yeah, and so a bunch of good music. I was
Yeah.
thinking, I like My Chemical Romance are all right. I was thinking that
I stopped listening to them because it was just so overplayed. It was just oversaturated. Like,
yeah, you're right. It was
and
for a
then
long time.
I just like, well, it was when I was listening to, I don't even remember I don't even remember the name of it now. The streaming service, Pandora. And it was when I was listening to Pandora, and it would constantly play, like, because I'd play on an emo playlist, and it would just constantly play. I was like, nope, nope, not listening to it. Skip it, skip it, skip it. And but after not listening to them for so long, I can definitely appreciate their songs again. It was just hard because I would hear them every day at work. I'm like, oh my god, not this song again.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel that. I think there was a time too I wasn't very fond, but going back and looking, I can appreciate some of the music and the songs, and they were catchy. And but
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
there was I also like 30 Seconds to Mars. I think they're pretty good
Jared
group.
Leto is amazing.
Yeah, I really liked his music, and he was pretty good at acting too. I mean, I just think some
Oh
of the
yeah.
acting choices they picked for his characters weren't the greatest. Like, I feel like there was a show or a movie I watched that had him and Denzel Washington. I can't remember what it was called. It was on HBO. I watched it, but him and Denzel, and it was a pretty good movie. It was like, and then it had the guy from Mr. Robot. I forget, Sam something. I forget, but I like Mr. Robot. That's a good TV series. If you guys haven't ever seen that,
I don't think so.
yeah, it's like about a computer hacker and stuff like that. Pretty, and he's got like multiple personalities due to trauma, I believe. So it's like
Hmm.
really, it's a crazy style show. But when I first started watching it, it's got like, systematic stuff in it too. But really good show. I highly recommend if anybody's never watched it. But yeah, so if you could do anything for a day, no limitations of money, access, the ability, what would it be?
Snowboarding. What up,
Don't
Cash?
You said don't worry?
No, I'd go snowboarding.
Oh, snowboarding. Oh,
I
awesome.
miss snowboarding. I do miss snowboarding. I worked up at one of the resorts for a season, and I went up there from like 16 to like 20, I think. So good solid 4 years, 4 seasons, and I think I got pretty good. I was able to like pull 360s, 540s, some good spins. Go down the mountain without falling. So yeah, I would definitely go snowboarding again. I miss that so much. I love the mountain. That was my happy place. It's just
Nice.
like,
I never think about when I think of Seattle, I think of like our Washington or that area. I forget that you guys higher up north do have a lot of colder weather, huh?
oh yeah, the mountains are right there. hour and a half, 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm here in Minnesota, so I have to imagine that you guys get it just as much as we do. Maybe a little
mhm.
differently and at different times of the year, but it's probably very similar. And there's a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of snowboarding around here, even artificial stuff, but also
Hmm.
natural stuff more up north.
Yeah.
I was looking here at your page. I was going to come over. Do you have a set schedule that you usually stick to, or
Yeah.
do you stream whenever you can, or?
Pretty much noon to 4, uh, Monday through Thursday.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I was wondering why you usually that exact timing is usually when I'm at work. So I was
Oh
wondering
yeah.
because I was like, I've caught your streams and now I realize I caught them on days that I had off. And
Yeah.
that's how I caught them. And I was like, okay, that makes sense now. Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of great streamers who stream during that time. And I'm
Hmm.
like, man, I as soon as I leave, I get that live notification as I'm right into work, and then I try to
Hmm.
hurry back up to get home because I work part time.
Oh
And
yeah.
usually some of those people are still on, but most of the time they're already gone. And I'm like, damn it. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, we'll definitely. I would like whenever I get back, I feel like I'm still gonna get Diablo 4. So if you're rocking it out, I may have to get in some games or get some
For
advice from
sure.
you because I feel like by the time I'm into it, you'll know what's going on and you'll be able to tell me a couple pointers on what I need to be doing or looking for because. I haven't even watched anything. I know some people have already watched it. They know all the game mechanics. They know everything about everything that
Yeah.
needs to be known. I
I've,
know
yeah,
nothing.
I've been watching videos like here and there about like the movements and like the difference in how it's gonna be from the way Diablo 3 was. Nothing's um and the way like the the color schemes of Diablo 3. It was really bright and it wasn't really like bright, but it's a lot darker now, a lot darker themed, and it's really cool. I like uh, I don't know, I just like the vibe of it. It's been fun.
No, I like what I've seen a little bit of it. I like that aspect. I've heard it's different with more open world and the map's bigger and everything's more
Yeah,
spread out. So I like that. I think that's going to be great. And thank you again, Mr. Cosvis, for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming here to support your man, Paralyzed Playa, with us today. So that's always a pleasure. If you guys haven't chat, if there's anybody who still hasn't got a chance to drop Paralyzed a follow, do so at the
yeah. Mr.
heart here.
Casthouse was actually the one that helped get me affiliate.
That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh my God, what just happened?
Ben Jock, what's up? I see you, bro. Doing pretty good today. Got my coffee down finally, so that's a plus.
Yeah, I agree. I got my coffee
Mhm.
almost halfway done. I need to take a drink myself since you
I'm a
mentioned it.
I'm a chugger. I'm a chugger for sure.
I should be because now it's cold, which is which is
Right.
which is good and bad, but I don't mind it as much as some people do. Some people just can't drink cold coffee. They have to go warm it back up, microwave it. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of like whatever. I'll still drink it, but I do prefer it warm if I
Yeah.
can, unless it's hot out, and it's not so bad yet here. We've had 65 to 70 something degree weather, but then we've hit highs too, 85, 90. But
Yeah.
it hasn't been that consistent. As long as we're not that consistent, I'm good. I don't like hot weather.
Yeah. We got AC, so it's been chilly in here.
Yeah, no, it's same as we got an AC going. The wife keeps it going, and
Yeah.
it gets pretty cold. Especially we have these blackout window blinds that no
Oh
sun can
yeah.
really get in, so it even gets colder then because the sun's not coming in.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so snowboarding, that's a good. I like that. I think that would be something like you said, the thrill of it. That'd be cool if they. I mean, who knows? You keep up the stream and stuff. Maybe you can get you a set of a cool
Right.
little snowboarding setup that's got like skis on them or two
Yeah. I've
double
seen it.
snowboard. Oh
I've
yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, and that would be pretty cool to watch. You could even stream it too. Just slap that
Right.
bad boy on like a GoPro or something and have it.
Hmm.
And I mean, because like we only live once. Do what makes you happy. Do what you.
Exactly.
I tell people that in chat. We had Alani89 on, and she was telling
Mhm.
people, if you want an item, not it's not one of those things where it's like always buy what you want, right? But if there's something you've been really wanting and you're like, you don't know if you should get it, and skeptical, just get it. Live in the moment, get what makes you happy, but don't like burn yourself into the ground by doing stuff like that. Of course, you want to
Yeah.
live within your finances and your means, but
Hmm. I mean, that's kind of what I did with my whole setup. I started with an Xbox, and I my
what's
the
up, Moth?
caregiver
Thanks
that
for coming in and
runs
hanging
this
out with
place,
us.
he
Good
actually
morning.
got me the tablet and the camera for an early Christmas present in November, and so that's what got me streaming. And she was
Oh, that's
excited
so
about it.
awesome.
Yeah, she was excited about my catering to what I wanted to do with what was gonna make me happy. And she's like, yeah, all for it. And because I'm like the baby of the house. I'm 34, and everyone here is like, there's a girl here that was born in 1927.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, she's getting there. But there's a lot of people that are just older, and you know,
We could only be so lucky, man.
I got lucky
19.
finding this place though. This
That's
place, I've
good.
had my nurses tell me that this is one of the top tier adult family homes that they have come across, and so
That's awesome,
I'm
man. I'm
thankful.
happy
Yeah,
for you. Yeah, no, that's good. I know what it could probably be like in that type of environment, caregivers, and
yeah,
I've been there with relatives and close family members, and
yeah.
it can get really bad. So I'm just happy to hear that you're in a good position. You're thankful that you're also like enjoying it and you've got an outlet. Because I can only
Hmm.
imagine, being in your position and not having something that you enjoy and are finding passion in and
Yeah.
wanting to grow in. So it keeps you occupied, right? It keeps you
It
busy.
keeps me occupied, and it's OBS has been a creative outlet for me. DJing music, it's all a creative outlet for me. But I mean, like I was saying, it started out with just an Xbox, and I was like, oh, it started out with borrowing my friend's Switch. So I never really thought I was going to be able to game like with the controller again. And I'll go into showing you like what I got now. But so what it started with was my buddy let me borrow his Switch, play Pokemon Sword, and I had the Pro controller with it, which is just like an Xbox controller. And so Pokemon Sword is pretty easy, like button wise. It's pretty straightforward. Um, and then after I played through that, I I got into Diablo 2. And I was like, holy shit, this game is fun. And got really addicted to it. I got like that was the beginning of my like going hard playing, and like I would play until my arms were sore, until like I could barely move my arms because I just wasn't used to it. My muscles weren't used to it being like that active. And I was like, this is great for me for just like an exercise factor,
No, for sure. Yeah.
movement. And because I was just laying there watching TV and like not wanting to do anything. So it gave me like something to look forward to, and
Diablo
uh,
2 is so
it's
good. I didn't want to interrupt
it's
you, but
so good.
I've played Diablo 2, I played Diablo 2 more than I played Diablo 3. I
Yeah.
played Diablo 3 co-op couch with the wife. And
Mm-hmm.
that was like the only game I could get her to play with me was Diablo 3, and she liked it. And we played on the
Nice.
PlayStation 3, and we still got it downloaded. We may go back to it sometime, but I was
Right.
disappointed when Diablo 2 Resurrected wasn't a cross-platform.
Cross-platform, I
I
know.
was so pissed because I had friends who had it on new gen consoles, and then
Mm-hmm.
we had the Switch, and I was like, okay. I was telling the wife, I was like, you can play on the Switch, and then I'll play on the PC. But now,
Exactly.
it wouldn't have happened, and I'm like, well, this
Yeah.
sucks. So now that they
Yeah.
missed that opportunity, I think they really screwed themselves on that.
Yeah. It was fun though, because I had only dabbled in Diablo 2 back in the day, and um, I got into it, and I got real into it, and I started a Blizzard source and started
That's the best.
getting, yeah, I started getting good drops, and I think I actually started with a Necro. I think I started with a Necro because I remember going through the whole game not realizing that there were enemies with immunities, because there was nothing that was immune to physical damage. There was just physical resistant. And I never realized until I got my Blizzard sorcerers, and I'm like, why isn't this enemy dying? I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
gotta you
okay.
gotta end up static charging it down and then
Yeah,
burning it with some off spec low damage thing,
yeah.
and that sucks. Yeah, I played
But
an orb source with either like it was a duel. So what did I do? Hydra
oh yeah,
or firewall?
Flywall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
firewall.
Firewall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so
Um,
I
but
wish it was still like a lot more prevalent, or it's not as big as it was
if
when it got
they
released.
if they somehow made it cross-platform, I'm sure it would breathe new life into it. But
I'm
um,
surprised. I don't understand why they didn't. I don't know if it's coding or what it was, servers maybe, or
or voice chat would be cool. Or like, like text chat. There's no text chat either.
yeah.
Not in console.
Yeah, that was something. Yeah, I like the text chat, especially in PC, but yeah, so it's like how are you gonna it's hard probably to trade, huh? Was there a trade system in console?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
because I was trading with people.
Okay.
But
Because trading's
after
huge.
after Diablo, I went to Pokemon Arceus, and that game was a little bit more difficult button wise. Um, but I made it work. And then after that, I realized, well, I'm working the controller just fine. Morning spray paint, I was working the controller just fine. So I was like, I want a more powerful machine. I want something that can play bigger games and, have more opportunity that way. And so I bought the Series X, as I have good credit. So I I just put it on Affirm through Walmart. And so I
Okay.
just pay $60 a month or something. And I mean, it was a little more expensive that way, but it's within my means. And because I don't get much from Social Security, I get like $1,000 a month. And so most of that goes to rent. So what's left, I gotta go towards paying off my Xbox. And then after I got my Xbox, I had my sister and my mom both helped me out to get the adaptive controller. And so this is the adaptive controller. You see,
That's
see
really
that?
cool. Yeah, that's nice.
So it's just got these two buttons, but in the back it's got all these ports for all the wires. And so Logitech has a kit that goes with the adaptive controller that comes with all these buttons, which is what, and this little platform. So all these buttons go to the ports, and so they like correlate with the triggers, or you can have it. It's got a port for every button, so you can set it up however you want.
Gotcha. So
And
you're hotkeying pretty much everything to that pad through the
yeah,
controller.
so I got these up in the corners. I have my shoulder buttons, so left shoulder, right shoulder, and then down here in the bottom left corner is my left trigger, and then the big one is my right trigger, so I can like aim down sights and shoot at the same time. And then I just use the thumbsticks with my wrists, and I got over here is clicking the right thumbstick. It just makes it easier because it's, you know, a pain in the ass to just like push down when these things are just like you barely touch it and you hit it. And then I can hit YB and A just fine. X is just a pain in the ass because it's, you know, the inwardmost button. So I got this button over here set to X, and that's usually like on last epoch, that's like my main attack. I do like right bumper, X, 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 and then just it's just easy to just hit that over and over. And that's how it was with Diablo. I just, you know, set my main attack to X. And
You know, that's so cool. I like that. You've got a good little setup there that works.
it's taken a while, a lot of dialing in, guessing and checking, and you know,
And
like
I'm sure
getting
each
it.
game is different, so you have to switch the hotkeys or the way the inputs, you know,
Yeah,
for
but
each game, huh?
the cool part is with the Xbox access, like the app, the Xbox accessory app on PC, you can just re-hotkey whatever. You can change that button to whatever you want. And there's 3 profiles on the adaptive controller, so you can set 3 different profiles of button layouts. So it's pretty cool. I've set it up for each game in its own way. Like I was playing.
Are you gonna be nice?
No.
Yes.
I was playing. I just said I was gonna play Need for Speed game. I hadn't played a racing game since I I I, I played Forza Horizon, and that game, I'm just so used to getting stuck in a beater car and then having to build your way up, you know? And like that's how racing games are supposed to be for me. And like Forza Horizon is like, boom, you get like the fastest car ever. And it's just right out the gate. You just get a fast car. And I'm like, I did not like that. But like I just cruised around and had my fun. I was like, all right, that was cool, moving on. And but one day I was like, I want to play Need for Speed. It's been a while. And so I set it up so this button right here is my gas, so I can steer with my left hand and gas and brake with the right hand. And it like really felt like I was driving again, you know? It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good way to. Does it have any like motion? Like I think when games like vibration. I wish there is there vibration in the control. I don't know much about the. I
The,
haven't
the
played
controller
controller.
has. Oh yeah, I have to turn it off because it vibrates against the pad that it's on, and it's just like,
Oh
boom.
my goodness. Yeah. See, I haven't
Yeah.
used a modern, like I said, I had a PlayStation 3 was the last modern thing outside of the Switch. So I don't know nothing about PlayStation 4 or 5 controllers. I don't know nothing about Xbox controllers really and like what
Oh
they
wow.
have in them. So I know, right? Like
Yeah.
that's how I feel. And I've got this off-brand. I've been using this off-brand Rock Candy PlayStation 3 controller here, and it works
Mm,
how I want, but I think the batteries are going dead
oh yeah.
constantly because they're rechargeable double A's. So
Oh
I need
yeah.
to just get something that's like a rechargeable controller you can plug into and just recharge that way. Uh,
Yeah.
and I've been trying to use a Switch controller on Steam, and it's not like working for me. I don't know why. Maybe I need to
Hmm.
try it again. But I don't have Bluetooth
Oh
in
yeah.
my tower, so I'll have to do USB
Oh yeah.
powered.
Yeah.
So
And then going back to like living within my means, like I had
what's up? He knows. What's up,
I
Codename?
had the Xbox, and you know I was like playing on that and of watching these people's streams, and I'm like, I want music in my stream because I feel selfish playing these games and I'm listening to Spotify and I'm just listening to banger after banger and I'm like getting down and I can't share it with anyone. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
yeah, so um I decided I was going to uh I still had like stimulus money that I had saved up. And so I had like $1,200 saved up. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a PC. And so I just bit the bullet and invested in a PC. And I figured it was gonna, you know, take my streaming to the next level. And it absolutely did. And the next month, I got a payout that was a quarter of my entire payment for my PC. So I was like, wow, you know, the payout was worth it. So, you know, it was worth the investment. But I also invested in TV. So I got an Xbox, a PC, and I got a 4K TV. That's it's 120 hertz refresh rate 4K TV. So it was a little bit more expensive, but thank you. But I also had a credit card with like a $1,600 limit that I wasn't using. And so I just put it on my credit card and I just pay it off $50 a month. And you know, the money that I have coming in from my disability covers my Xbox, my TV, and Game Pass and all my, you know, extras. But the money that I get from Twitch now allows me to put it all back to the community and pay for subs to people's channels. And I have yet to get bits. I was going to do that this month. But it let me get my DJ controller so I can provide a next level of entertainment to my community. So
Yeah.
it's
If
been
if
an
you
amazing
get
journey.
bits, I tell people to get bits through desktop because you get less bits and it costs more through mobile purchasing.
Same
Uh
with subs.
oh yeah, I think it's what six
It's a
bucks.
dollar more.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's so stupid. I was like, what the heck? And when I saw that and noticed it, and I was like, oh well, I guess. And I feel like bits. I think you for is it $25 or $20? You get 1,500 bits or something like that. So you're getting like $15 out of
Yeah,
20 instead of 10, or
yeah,
So I feel like bits are the way to go, but I run through bits really fast. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I was
sure.
like, I got 1,500 bits. Let me go. Here's 100 to this person. Here's 100 to this
Right.
person. Here's 50 to this one. Here's 50 here. All right, 10, 10, 10, 10. Let's go to the next. Next thing you know, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, day's over with and I'm out of bits. And I'm like, well, I can't be spending $20 a
Right.
day. It's like,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. We try to show love when we can. I'm the same way. I can't
Yeah.
sub and give bits to everybody, and unfortunately, I only get the one Prime sub.
Yeah.
Um, but it
I
is what.
just I sub I sub to people's content for their emotes more than anything. Like that's the way I met Pocahontas. I I really like Pokemon, so I wanted a Squirtle Squad Squirtle, and I saw somebody, I think I saw her use a Squirrel Squad emote. I was like, oh my god, whose channel or whose channel has that? Because I'm gonna sub to him right now. And she's like, that's mine. I was like, subbed, done. And it was like, yeah, but that just like began a wonderful, friendship of me and her, and now we support each other so much. We're both VIPs in each other's streams, and she's got her own walk on. Like everyone that spends enough time in my channel uh can earn their own intro. So I think it's like 7,000 points, and you can buy an intro or buy your own VIP and intro. And so hers is like, hey mama, mama, hey mama, and then it drops into like some EDM song. But she's just the mama when she's mama bear when, comes to her family and everything. And I was like, that'll work perfectly for her. And
Nice. Yeah, I'll have
yeah.
to do that. You gave me a good idea. I've been trying to find ways of people using up the channel points.
Oh yeah.
And that's a good one. I didn't think about the because I've just been giving a lot of people who come in walk-ons anyways. But I think
Yeah.
this way there's a controlled structure there, so I don't
Yeah.
have to just do it to whoever. So this way
Mhm.
probably I'll probably set mine at like 10K or something because I know there's some people out there who are sitting with like 30, 40K
Oh
dying to
yeah.
use their points on something, and I guess if they don't have a walk-on, they can use it on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've created lots of fun interaction with my channel with channel points I have. Uh, just uh so much music. Absolutely so much music. Um so I have a flash drive from when I DJ'd, and it has all the songs that I used to DJ with. And so I had an idea. I was gonna make um a channel point redemption to play all these songs I used to DJ, and it turned into a whole thing. And now it's the button's called rave mode. So
Oh,
when
cool.
you yeah, so when you hit the button, it transitions scenes, and it drops into the rave mode scene, which has like the lights that you have in the background.
Yep.
I use those same lights as the very back of
Nice.
mine. And then I have all these PNGs that I downloaded and put filters on that turn them into crazy colors and motion and do like flashes and stuff. So I got
Oh,
all
that's
these
gonna be
lights.
vibe.
Yeah, so I got all these lights going, and it plays 34 seconds of uh, a rave track of just a little bit of the build up and then the drop. And it just works out perfectly. Like the timing worked perfectly. It plays a perfect amount of like the drop to where it like plays 4 bars and then like cuts out. And like it works perfectly
Thank you,
for all
Guardian
these
and Royal and
songs.
Hurst,
And it
for being here,
I
and
don't know
you
how
as
the
well,
timing just
Mock.
lined up perfectly with it. And I have like a Suavemente remix uh that people love. Um I got a folder full of Pikachu remixes that people love.
Pikachu remixes, those are cool.
Yeah, yeah, because I had a Sound Alert one that was, Pikachu's Thunderbolt, and I was like, oh, that's cool. It just gave me the idea of building upon it. I was like, there's so many other cool, and then I was showed Firebot, and that's when it stepped up into making all these like bigger things. And then once I kind of outgrew
Yeah, I need to
Firebot,
get Firebot. I hear Streamer Bot's good. There's a lot of bots I
Streamerbot,
haven't. I haven't.
Streamerbot's hard.
That's what I
So
hear.
yeah,
So
Once I
Firebot's easier.
Firebot's a lot more user friendly.
Let me write it
Um,
down because I need to up. You know, I always like trying to improve things too, right? Like you always want to grow as a content creator, and I feel
mhm.
like I limit myself if I'm not doing these other things too, you know, or trying to grow. You know, because we added recently just a. I've seen it before in the past, and some streamers are doing it now, and I wanted to at least incorporate something similar. So just as easy as adding a close-up cam, you know, like and then go back where it just zooms in on your face and then you can go back to the scene. You know, just something that's fun, especially if you die
Yeah,
in a game and it pisses you off. Like, uh,
yeah,
so it's just something to give the audience more. And I feel like I'm
exactly.
slowing myself up. So you said Firebot?
Yeah, Firebot's good. But I had people, coming in and like trying to break my bot with bits, just out of love. But it's just like, no, not again. One bit, one bit, one bit, one bit, one. And like, uh, Firebot it would just stop working. I was like, fuck. So I had that happen multiple times, and I was like, I'm just so sick of my bot breaking and not working. And somebody told me that they use StreamerBot, and so I set that up, and holy shit, it was tough. Like I literally spent like 24 hours solid of work switching bots, and like stayed up all night because I was like
That's
finally
what I
getting.
hear. I was like, I don't know if I want to get into that. I had friends tell me that it was difficult, and I was like, I don't know
Yeah,
then.
yeah, because it took me a minute to get it figured out and
Because I
like
was
how
trying
to.
to find things that, like you said, I could use channel point redemptions and it would like use the face overlay or change that, or it would trigger my voice mod. Like all I could find is stuff that voice mod could go into your panels and people could donate bits that way. But
Oh
how
yeah,
but I've yet to figure out or adjust to where I can do a channel point redemption and someone can make me talk like a baby, right? Or something
right.
like that.
Yeah, I've been thinking of doing that one as well. Like I have camera filters that are just set to random words. So, uh, like I use a lot of common words that come up, and I have a lot of random trigger words. Like they're just set to go off. Something's supposed to go off when that word is said in my chat. So like if somebody says shit, it it plays Gwen Stefani. This shit is bananas. Bananas.
Oh,
And like yeah. And when like somebody types LOL, it's like Jake the dog, or yeah, Jake the dog from Adventure Time laughing. And if someone says awesome, then it's the scene from Old School when you get shot in the neck with the tranquilizer dart. It's like, yes, that's awesome. And so I just got like random clips. If somebody says love, a random GIF of booty pops up on my channel. Um, and people literally absolutely love the booty. They say love all the time. They won't type anything, and then all of a sudden you'll see them say love. Like I'm just here for the booty.
oh my goodness. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, so those are good little things to have that are additions that engage chat, you know, people enjoy. Thanks for the
yeah,
follow, Fairly. I'm not getting notifications. I tried checking my stuff again and none of my alerts are working. So
yeah,
it's probably OBS and I'll just have to close and reopen it. Hopefully. I don't know. It's like I feel like it should still be showing up through Twitch. Like it's not showing up.
uh,
Maybe I have to relog back into Streamlabs or something.
yeah,
Stuff's
yeah.
so weird.
I don't know what compelled me to do the booty thing, but it was just one of those ideas. I'm like, this will be funny. I just most of the time I do this shit to entertain myself because I'll be playing and then I hear the sound of their co-op and like, I just crack up to myself. Like, yes, that's awesome. And like I know somebody said that's awesome. But like now um now when somebody says love, says I came looking for booty. Now I like I add little things onto like every bit, you know, like my days off I try to add a little bit more, and one of my channel points now is like big anime titties, and so now it just goes boing boing and just like pops up with a gif of like a big busted anime girl, and then goes away.
That's funny.
Right? It was like now everyone gets a little bit of what they love, and then let's see what else do I have. I got all the remixes and everything. Oh, I got a funny one that says just don't, and Poco was like, she's like, I just saw this. I didn't know what it did. And so what it does is it plays the song. It's like, on my fucking head, break your fucking neck, bitch. And I look at the camera and I say, don't do it. It's not a good idea. Just don't.
Just
No,
don't.
just don't. Break your fucking neck, bitch. And I'm like, no, don't do it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That was I wanted to recap on something you said, you know, you were like a little bit each day. And I think that's a good you know, a good thing to tell people out there who are not improving their stream like and are maybe fearful that it's going to be too much. Like and you don't have to do all of it at one time, you know, like you
Oh
said, you
no.
can do a little improvement here, a little improvement there. And it's okay to take time to do that, you know, like even if you're doing other things or you know, I know some people who have all the time in the world and they don't do a lot of
Yeah.
improvements. They'll just stream with what they have and how they're doing it. And I kind of get that way at times. I'm one of those people, and it took me a while to slowly add a little bit here and there, like you said.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can see right there on my page, like, my logo right there with the it has a visualizer that goes around it that goes with the music.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and I have a visualizer at the bottom of the page, like the bottom of the screen that goes with the music. And
Here, we'll pull up a clip here or your last stream.
yeah,
Oh my goodness, ads.
yeah, you're not gonna hear any you won't hear any music or anything because I have my audio routed, so
Yeah,
um
I need to do that myself so it doesn't show up
I
on sources.
I can help you, yeah. I can help you. It's really easy in OBS. Really
Okay.
easy in OBS.
Wow, I'm sure I know usually when it's stuff like that, I'm like, wow, it was like that and then
Yeah,
it's like but
there's literally if you like the if you change the settings to advanced, it brings up with a channel for the Twitch VOD track, and then you can just pick what audio source you want to go towards the VOD track. So I just do game audio, my voice,
Dick
and
stuffing
that's
fan.
it. And the camera.
Okay.
okay, game audio,
Alright.
voice and camera,
Let's,
all right.
let's throw us a.
And like if I were in like Discord, you would put in each
Oh,
audio track.
you can put the Discord source that's in OBS. You can put that on the VOD track too. But like,
Okay.
see, my logo and follow me, they move to the beat of the music, and then I got the name of the song and the artist down in the corner, and then when you go to, you can just skip forward a little bit.
And
So that's
what are you using to display those? Or is that the bot? Is that Firebot that was
that is a combination of things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have a, audio visualizer, and then I have this program called Snip that displays the song track, and then I have a filter on all of them to give them the color, and then I have scale the sound, which moves it to the audio source. So all of it moves to the source of the music.
Yeah, I noticed
And
that. The last biddies, last sub, last gifted, all that, plus your
yep.
song title there, and then your equalizer at the bottom. That's cool. And then your icon too. That's even cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I have a lot of time on my hands, and this OBS has just been a blessing because it's a creative outlet for me, and I can do all this cool stuff. And you know, like everything that's on there is like, oh shit, I died. Everything on there, like, I pretty much designed myself. I didn't like download any like overlays or anything. I just downloaded a background and then just built everything on top of it. And just like
Yep, exactly.
slowly built upon it.
Yeah, that's what I liked. That's what I did with the chill vibe scene. I just threw animations, and we got
Another
stuff like
one.
yeah,
Like,
another one. Yeah,
okay, so like that shout out, you see that? Everyone's got
yeah,
the clips, but so I did that one with streamer bot. Um, so instead of the clips, I changed it to do that banner that says follow the streamer. And then I changed, it was just an orange block for a background, and I changed it to have the border and the flame background, and it's just like eye-catching, you know, like it pops down and it's visually
yeah,
striking right there. It's kind of like, you know, you can look at it and it'll catch your eye. I mean, the clips are cool and all, but everyone has the clips. I want to be unique, you know, so not every, you don't see that. You know, it's something unique.
exactly.
So you're only going to see when you come to my channel. And so,
No,
yeah, I
I
have.
agree. The uniqueness, making something more you than what a lot, anything that you can make that stands out differently than what everybody else is doing. It's always a benefit there. Let's
I've
see
always
here.
tried being unique because even when I was a DJ, I was very unique with my style. I like obviously you can see my shirt, a Pikachu shirt. I
Yeah.
love, you know, I love expressing myself with my fashion, and I had all sorts of cool t-shirts. Oh my god, let me tell you. I had like all over print Pokemon ones that were really cool. I had a Breaking Bad Squirtle one. He was like holding a bag of blue meth. That one was pretty cool. I had Adventure Time shirts. Um I had a hat that was Perry the Platypus that I'd wear all over, and I literally stuck out because I had a green hat with an orange bill, like straight up. But that's how like people knew it was me. They would see me with my Perry the Platypus hat, and they're like, "Oh fuck, there's Ryder," which is my DJ name. That's why I was like, which persona do you want? You want Playa? You want Ryder? Like, who do you want? Who do you want?
No,
But
there was something I was God, we were on a topic a second ago and I lost train of thought on what I was gonna ask you about something. But yeah, I'm sure it'll come to mind later on or something. But yeah, if you had the big question I like to ask is if you had superpowers and you're a superhero, what two
fly.
superpowers? Fly? He's like right away. He's like, I know this one. I ain't even
I
gotta
would want
wait.
to move. Yeah, fly and invisibility.
Yeah, invisibility's always been one of those cool ones. Like
Sneak into a bank and sneak out with all the money I want. They're not using it.
yeah. I mean, I think like invisibility, like people say that, but like you'd still have to get past out with the bags that are floating in the air cuz you're invisible, but the objects aren't.
Right.
And maybe see that's why it's like is it invisibility or teleportation? Where I mean, if you can
Oh, there
like,
you go.
you know,
Teleportation.
yeah, where you could at least like turn into a mist or something and then go through
Hmm.
stuff. I feel like I would almost think that's as cool or cooler than invisibility, but invisibility is
Right.
like completely invisible though. Like
Right.
teleporting, I feel like the matter's still there.
Hmm. right? That kind of like it's like a mix between invisibility and flying. Like teleporting could solve both of those.
It could, yeah. No, that's what I
Mhm.
think too. When I think it's definitely a form of flight.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that type of stuff in games too. Like always, I don't think I've gotten like any bad experience with teleportation and flying in games. I like it in all of
Right.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I absolutely loved about Pokemon Arceus is when you unlock the Braviary, you get access to ride a Pokemon. You get to ride the bird, and you can fly around this open map, and it's so fucking cool. And it was just like I was showing my mom, and she came over. I was like, I can literally fucking fly anywhere. Oh, I can fly anywhere I want. I was just like so excited. I was like so excited by the fact that I could just hop on my bird and fly away and just cruise. And like, different perspective, like looking at everything from the sky.
Yeah, I never got to play a lot of the Pokemon games. That was just something I guess all the other genres of games out there, I ended up playing something else, and never really got around to the Pokemon, which is
Well,
surprisingly because I was a big Nintendo kid.
oh, I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue version, and I've played almost every version except for Violet and well, Violet and the new ones that just came out. I haven't played those ones yet. Indigo and Violet, yeah.
But,
They look
but
really good.
yeah, I hear a lot of people, who talk about it. Dude, fire games, yeah. I'm sure they were really good games. It's just when when you're growing up and like your money's limited as a kid, it's whatever your parents get or whatever's good at the time. I was big into like Street Fighter games and fighter games for a while. I also did like car games as well for a bit. I like RPGs. So like all these other style games, Diablo, once computer gaming came into play, I shifted away from console games a lot, and I
Yeah,
missed out on a lot of good games. I think
yeah,
that's
I was a
why
little
I
bit.
never Halo and stuff. I never played Halo.
Oh dang, yeah, I remember playing Halo and Halo 2 back in the day. We had Halo parties. But back in the day before Halo, it was Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike LAN parties.
Yeah, see, I did Counter Strike. I still have Go, and I did like original Counter Strike and stuff like that. Like I just countless hours playing Dust 1 and Dust 2 maps
Yep.
over and over. Like it,
Uh-huh.
it was good times. Like you get to learn angles. You throw flashbangs and they bounce off of stuff. It's like
Right.
it's
Yeah.
fun times. I mean, I like it. I'd still probably play it, but I know hacking's pretty bad in the game now. At least Go, it was pretty prevalent, and they didn't have a lot of great anti-cheat sources. But
Um, I uh I played
it's going pretty
Counter
good, King
Strike when
Trap.
it was
How's it
like
going, my man?
1.5, and then I played
Welcome in.
1.6, and then right around that same time was when I was about 16. Um, Call of Duty started taking over, and I played World at War, and that one had Nazi zombies, and so that was like my first Call of Duty. And we would just we'd go to these they're like gamer arcades where just like they they have a bunch of computers set up for like it's like a gamer cafe, and you can just
Yep.
they'd have like all day passes and like $20 and be there all day, and we'd just go hang out and play, and Call of Duty started taking over, and then it was from there it was like Black Ops on the like 360 or something. Yeah, Black Ops on the 360, and then Modern Warfare. I got countless hours on those. And if I could have all my clips from Black Ops, oh my god, I was doing like across the map tomahawks, like double tomahawks. I'd have two tomahawks, throw both of them across the map and get 2 kills. like just
Wow.
toxic shit and like bouncing them off walls. Like doing I did a 360 bank shot once. I like ran up, I was like, here we go. And jumped, did 360, threw it, it bounced off the wall, and this dude was coming out of a hallway, and it bounced and hit him in the back, and it was the funniest shit. And
Wow.
like, yeah,
Like
so
once
man,
in a lifetime type stuff.
yeah. And that was like before you could clip shit, but you could like go back and watch the whole video of the entire match and like make clips and I could figure out where those clips lived in these day and age. That's a gold mine right there. Content.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like if you got Bitcoin before Bitcoin was big.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Before your incident, do you have pets when you were a kid or
Oh yeah.
through?
So I had a pit bull. He was a rescue. His name was Boss. I didn't have him long. But when I was about 18, I got my own apartment and I got my first dog, whose name was Gus. He was an older dog. He was pretty cool. He was really chill. When I was living with my girlfriend at the time, when she found him. Yep, Gus Bus. I'd call him Gus Buster. Um, we brought him to the house to see if he liked it, kind of introduce him, and he like ran in and immediately peed on some laundry. I'm like, oh, I guess he claimed it as his. But he stayed for a long time. He was there for a while, and the second dog I got was Boss, and he was just like a year-old pit bull, and he was just a little puppy, and it was like my old dog and my little pup, and the old dog just didn't want any of his shit, and the young dog just wanted to fuck with him. And they were just like great dynamics. They were fun. They'd play with each other, and then they'd like fight with each other. And the grumpy old dog was just like, "Leave me alone," and the other one would just want to play. But like when we got Boss, first thing he did was walk into the apartment and just poop right on my living room floor. I was like, "Well, I guess he claimed it as his."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's usually
both of
what
them.
that's usually what they do, they
Right.
kind of claim their territory.
Yeah. And then let's see, I had a chameleon, and I think two chameleons, both named Yoshi. I think that's pretty much all the pets I had. But me and Boss had an amazing bond. I went to the library and got books on dog training and read up on about dog training and got this thing called the clicker and trained him with the clicker, and I could hold my hand out and say touch, and he would jump and touch it with his nose. Or I could say, I'd point my finger gun at him and go, and he would look at me, and I'd have to like do a little, come on, do it. And then he'd play dead, and he'd look up at me and just wait for me to say, yeah. He'd just look up at me and wait for me to say, good boy, and he'd jump back up and be all excited.
See,
I taught him,
animals are really smart, I don't think people
yeah,
give them enough credit for how smart they really are.
yeah, I taught him how to roll over, taught him all sorts of stuff. It was a lot of fun. That was after I had to get rid of Gus. So it was just me and Boss, and so we had a tight bond.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, what country or destination would you travel to?
Caribbean. I've been to the Caribbean when I was 10.
What? Where did you say? Sorry, Phoenix came in with his walk on here. We
Oh,
it went
I'd
right.
go.
Oh, it was perfect timing to interrupt. You were like, I would go to, and then it's like, boom, bass dropped, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'd go to the Caribbean again. I went to a tiny island in Belize when I was 10, and it was like you don't remember much when you're 10, but I remember everything about that place. Like it was significantly impactful in my life. And so I remember like snorkeling, swimming with sharks and barracuda, and like coming face to face with a big ass moray eel. Those things are ugly. Um, just the lizards that were all over the island, big ass iguanas that were there, just craziness, like climbing a palm tree to get a fresh coconut. But that was like once in a lifetime thing for me because you know, I went with my great aunt and uncle who never really had kids, and so they both worked full-time jobs and had money saved up and would go on vacation and would just treat themselves. And they decided they were going to take me one year. And it was just like something that I never would have ever seen myself doing before. And it was amazing. And I'd love to go back. Yeah.
I believe you can get there. Just gotta, especially with you finding creative outlet in, streaming and, finding ways to improve the stream like you have. I thought your stream setup was great, and I think you'll continue to grow. Just finding, what works for you, what games you enjoy playing, what works for the audience, switching things up. I think always keeping stuff fresh is good for anybody. I'm always trying to come up with ideas on sub goals and bit goals and this and that. And I've seen people do subathons. I'm not the type of guy who could do long stint of streaming. It's just not in my nature. I got to take a break, walk away. I mean, I suppose if I go into just like a be right back scene for a good minute, everybody take a break and then come back, maybe I could do long stream sessions, but I can't just sit down for 8 to 12 hours and do
Uh,
a stream session. Not gonna happen.
I just did 26 hours when
Oh my goodness.
Gablo it was from 1 o'clock Friday till
I
like,
really wanted to play it too, and I noticed it right as I was going into work, and I was like, shit. I was like, I really want to play this, and then Saturday came around, and I had to work Saturday too, so it's just like, I'm not going to be able to play.
Yeah. I did 17 hours the first beta weekend, and I was like, I'm gonna do better. And so, because that one I did 17 hours with like an hour or two break. And so this one I went from 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock. So however many hours that is. 24 and then some. Yeah, so like 27 hours. And I was falling asleep on stream and getting delirious. I'm like, I gotta raid out. I gotta go.
You're like, I've played this too much, guys. I will see you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. But I was right back at it when I woke up. I woke up, hopped in a stream, and was invited to come play. I was like, all right, let's do it. And I just woken up. I'm like, all right back at it. And I almost got all the characters
Good
to
morning,
level 20,
Phoenix.
which was the max
Welcome
this
in.
time.
Thank you. What's up, Hybrid?
And pretty cool.
How you doing? Good morning. Good morning.
But I've found a lot of success with this last Epoch game that I've been playing. It's a game that's been in beta for like ever, and they just got multiplayer. So it's like breathing new life into it.
What's up, Kay?
and
How's it
I
going?
have
Welcome in.
got the biggest raids I have ever. I got a raid of 98 people one time, and a raid of 92 people from the same guy,
Oh wow.
and then a raid of 68 from him. Um, a raid of like 40 something from another guy that I met playing that game, and he just picked me randomly to raid me with 98 people, just out of the blue. And it was just someone else that played that game. That was a content creator. He does build guides for Max Roll, and he's a really cool dude. But I've met an amazing community. I've met some cool people from Switzerland. This guy from Colorado who's helping me mod my Discord. He was helping me set that up. I've just met so many cool people just through playing that game, and yeah, it's been really cool. It's nice to find a little niche where you find success, you know. It's something off that not everyone's playing, and has really good viewership. I've been sitting at like a 25 average. So
Nice. What and
yeah.
what I may have gotten lost there. What game
It's
were you
Last
playing?
Epoch. It's
Last
the one that
Epoch. Okay.
yeah, it's the one that I'm playing in the VOD right there. It's just like Diablo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know a lot of people who play Path of Exile that's like Diablo.
Yeah.
And I guess I haven't seen so oh my god, ads get me every time. It's like, "Oh, let me pause the video." Oh, you're done pausing the video? It's like
Right,
what
here's some
what
ads.
yeah. And I have to mute the ads cuz a lot of times ads have music that's copyrighted, so
Right.
oh, nice Doritos. Cool Ranch. I want some Doritos.
Yeah. Right,
Bill
those things look good. Another one. Yeah, so when people follow me, I got a green screen clip of him doing that. Another one at the end of the song that plays.
Oh, so this is the last epoch you're saying?
Yep, I got a necro. I got like lightsaber skeletons, and then I got these bone golems, and I just run around and they do all the work. I curse them and then run
Jeez.
away, and they just
Yeah, that's
crash.
dude, that looks
And then
fun. I might have to get into
yeah,
that.
and then the explosions are exploding zombies that I cast, and they heal me when they hit.
Is there a
So,
bunch of different classes or that
oh
do
yeah,
different things?
and there's the skill tree is what makes like set this game apart. Like there's so many builds you can do, and there's like I didn't follow a build guide or anything, and I'm taking on like end game content and doing just fine just with creating a build based on the items that I got through leveling and drops. And I was like, oh, this will work with this and this will work with this, and it's so versatile. And I have a flame sorcerer sorceress that
Is this
is
on Steam?
yeah, it's $30 on Steam,
Nice.
but you can get one shot pretty easily.
You can get what?
That's my character has low resistances for like physical and what both of that crushing blow, um whatever that I think it's physical and necrotic, and both of them are really low. My resistances were low for that, so they just one
Thank you,
shot me
Papa Hollow, for the
all the
tab. I
time.
appreciate that. Pastor Doritos. Yeah,
And
hybrid. I'll
like
pass them.
you just
I
gotta
have
be
no
careful,
problem with
but
sharing some Doritos.
it's pretty cool. It's the end game is uh kind of repetitive, but I mean that's nature of like it's like doing uh the rifts in Diablo 3. It just gets repetitive, but I mean that's just the end game content, but it's fun. it's not like it's stale or anything. I still enjoy. I want to do one more. I want to do one more. I'm gonna do
Yeah, I
one more.
suppose that's what. Yeah, I suppose that's what all in-game content with those style games are.
Yeah,
So it's definitely
just the
hard.
grind, but it makes it rewarding when you're like, oh shit, I got a dope drop. You know.
Oh yeah,
And it's
for
like,
sure. And then your character just gets a little bit more stronger, or you got a good
I've
trade item, right? That you can
yeah,
trade
I've
for
found
something.
some awesome items for my flame source. Uh, so I'm looking forward. Oh, see that right there? That popped up. That's I did all that with uh streamer bot. So it
Oh, okay.
shows who's raiding. It shows how many people are coming with the raid, and do you see how the text is on fire?
Yep.
Yeah, I put that fire effect like I have on the billboard on the text like actual text file. Oh, there's the anime boobs. And then yeah, so it'll just pop up and it plays a song and the text moves with the song, and then
Thank you, Mario.
my
I
bot
appreciate you
will
still hanging out with us.
shout
Same as you,
everybody
DJ.
out, and it keeps up. Does a good job. A lot of guessing and checking, and trial and error. And I've had my issues with it. Oh, someone typed. It's probably Polka. When people type "mom," it plays a clip of Stacy's mom,
Oh,
which is
nice.
what's playing right there. And it's like Stacy's mom's got it going on, and then that's it. It plays that little clip and then goes away. There's
Nice.
all sorts of funny things that popped up, And then I added camera filters. So a lot of the things, the common words are like what people use in like emotes. I have a clip when people say party, it plays a clip of Party Rock. And
Oh, that's cool.
then when people say ghost, it puts like a ghost filter on my camera. So I like go see through, I look like a ghost. And when somebody says hot, it puts the flames at the bottom of my camera, and it'll play the beginning of Nelly's Hot in Here.
Nice.
And
See,
then
that's
that little,
good. That's what it takes. Is little things like that like make it stand out, make it more unique to the page.
mhm.
And I think people can take that into consideration, and you said all that's with the Firebot?
Firebot and StreamerBot.
Yeah.
You can do it with Firebot. You can just do more with StreamerBot.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I
I,
hear. That some people use
Streamer,
both.
yeah, I use both. StreamerBot is a lot more technical. It it's made by people that do coding, so what it does is like literally runs a script. So you set the action and the sub action, and it's just really technical.
Yeah.
Like Firebot's like, oh, this
More
happened,
user
you do
friendly.
this, and this. Yeah, it's like a lot more user friendly. But you just kind of have to know what you're doing in StreamerBot. But luckily, I have someone who knows coding, and a couple of the people that I met through playing Last Epoch, I've become friends with, are coders. So that was helpful.
Yeah. Actually, I just noticed the time. I've got to take a just 2 minute break here, real quick, just to get my kid up for their meeting for homeschool. We do homeschool here, so
Okay.
they've got a Zoom meeting they got to make. So one moment.
How we doing, chat? Hurst, I saw your comment about being disabled as well. Spina bifida. So that's that's something that I'm glad we can connect on. I mean, it is unfortunate, that we're affected by this setback, but it's empowering to know that we can rise above it. What's up, Trap? Doing good? Doing great? Enjoying the show? I'm enjoying this conversation. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. Claire, what's up, buddy? I don't know what's going on with Twitch. You having issues? I've been feeling good, man. I'm just waking up. Got 2 big cups of coffee. Got a full belly. Had some good conversation this morning. I'm having a featured stream today at 1 Pacific, whatever that is for you. Having a featured stream for Bullet Fam. I'm glad you're having a great time. Yeah, I'm having a good time too.
All right, we are back, my man.
Alright.
So yeah, we're getting towards the end of our questions. However, one of them I always like to ask is if you won the lottery, like the big lottery, what would you spend the money on? Because I like to dream. I'm a dreamer. So yeah, what all would you receive?
Oh man, okay, so that question is hilarious to me because there's this clip of a news reporter who asked this guy the same thing, and he turns around and says, "Oh, cocaine and hookers." And that's like my answer every time when someone says, "What are you gonna buy or what are you gonna spend your money on if you win the lottery?" And just instantly, oh, cocaine and hookers. But not really. It's just that funny clip,
Yeah.
If I, it's a hard question because I just don't know what it'd be housing. It would be an adaptive house and something that I could enjoy living in and enjoy the entire space. I think that's something that I've always dreamed for. It was just a home in general, but at this point now an adaptive home. But I've never really had stability in housing until I found this place. And so that's one thing that is a new feeling to me, is like knowing that I have stability in my housing.
Yeah, no,
And
that's good. That means a lot. It makes you comfortable. It makes you be able to invest your time and energy into what you enjoy and what you're, living in the moment and everything. And I think
yeah,
you keep doing what you're doing here in the streaming world and on Twitch. I see your community and people who really enjoy your content growing really well. So
yeah,
just keep at it and push your branding, especially on I'm slacking in it, but on other social medias, because I feel like right now it's irrelevant and it's not bringing in any viewers. But if I work on it over a couple year period alongside what I'm doing now, it would definitely improve and help. But if I don't do it and I miss out, I've missed all that time where I should have been and could have been doing it too. So,
yeah.
uh, but it's
Um,
hard.
It is hard. I've tried, like, I've been on TikTok. I got like 1,000 followers on TikTok. But I just kind of gave up on TikTok because
Did you
I
go
was,
live on TikTok and stuff too?
well, see, I don't have a phone.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I just have this tablet and the camera on it is terrible. So I tried it once and you couldn't see shit. It was all blur. So I was just like, you know, it was
Gotcha.
just no point in really doing it. And then I found you have to have 3,000 followers to go live from your PC on TikTok.
Yeah, see,
So
I didn't know that. I thought it was 1,000, and I was pushing for to get the 1,000, and then all of a sudden someone was like, "Oh, you to use the app or the desktop
there's,
computer thing."
there's rave mode right there. You can see the lights and everything. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, you're good. Oh, I see. Yep, you're right. Same background, but just with the flashy extra lights on top. That's cool. No,
Yep.
I like that. See, and that's what it's about building up. You know, I tell people like, I'll give you a sneak preview. I've already started messing with it just a little bit, but my chill room, if you're watching, you know, I've got the
Oh,
boom
that's
box
cool.
going, the cat, you know, we're on
Yeah.
the TV here, stuff's moving. It's just a basic background there that I've added extra the lights and lamps on
Mm-hmm.
the side there. But I've for the birthday, you know, I'm just going to let me see here where I have it closed. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna throw like I throwing some ribbons on. We're gonna throw the birthday cake right there on the center. So
That's
just like
cool.
little
Yeah.
additions. And then what else? I think I had one more. Did I not do it yet? I guess not. So that's it for now. We're gonna throw some more stuff. I just haven't had time. You know, it's like I'm trying to add to the stream for the birthday celebration. Maybe throw stuff on the game scene. I think I've got
Yeah.
like some stuff I'm gonna be adding here on the game scene, but my kid
Uh,
ended up making this overlay here for me. She does digital art and has a drawing tablet.
oh, that's
So
cool.
she like customized it to so you can tell it's actually hand drawn. Some of it is, I think some of it may not be. But I know like the banner, it's a little like not straight line, and I can tell where
Hmm.
she like drew it and like slowly
All
didn't keep
right.
her hand straight. But that's what makes it
That adds
unique to me.
personality to it.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
think
that's cool.
too. I was like, you know, it's a fun little scene, but yeah, so and then we're getting to favorite wildlife animal. Do you have like a favorite zoo animal or wildlife animal that you've always liked?
I've always been fascinated with chameleons. I think they're cool.
Yeah,
There's so
that's
many different types of chameleons. They're just so wonky, so different. With their eyes, their independent eyes, their their color changing, their ability to adapt in different climates. There's chameleons that uh, live in the desert. There's chameleons that live in the rainforest. There's chameleons all over the place. Like they're just really cool, and their hands and feet they got 3 toes on one side, 2 toes on the other, and it's like they're grippy tails. They're pretty cool. That's why I got a chameleon. Um, when I had my place, I was like, I definitely want a chameleon.
no, chameleons are pretty cool. I like chameleons, and you're the first one to answer with that animal to that question, so that's good. You're the 1%, and I think it's a very cool answer. You know, I like chameleons. I like reptiles, things like that. So always good.
I
I do
like
want to just address chat real quick because we've had some people come in, and I just now noticed. We had Epic Ranger, what's up? Holaz, Joker Dad, and fam, welcome in. Slayer has been here, but I did not get to talk. What's up, Slayer? How's it going, buddy? And then I think we had one more person. Let me find. I know I addressed Hybrid. Oh, Kova Gaming. What's up? How's it going, Kova? So thank you guys for coming in, hanging out with us. We'll be raiding out here shortly, so stick around for the raid. If you're starting upstream Paralyzed, we can raid into yourself. If not,
I won't be till later.
okay, you won't be until later. Okay, so we could just find a good supporter of yours, someone who stops in, who may be live, and we can bless them with the raid.
Yeah.
That's how we do it here. But yeah, no. If let's see, favorite holiday.
I like Christmas. It's a good time for family.
Yeah, I agree. People setting aside usually, if they can, their differences and coming together and their schedules, you know. And what are some of the streaming goals over the next, couple months? Short-term goals that you're, like you said, maybe something else that you're gonna add or improve to the stream, or and then
Mm,
long-term goals.
I just take it day by day. I don't really have. I just keep doing what I'm doing.
It's good to
Providing.
live in the moment, you know. Like you don't always
Uh,
have to have goals. I agree with that fully. Just kind of enjoy what
uh,
you're doing and keep doing it.
just to be. My goal is to be unique and create a place that you're only gonna be able to come to me to get. You know what I mean? Um, but a good place for community, good place to just come hang out, see people that you see every day in that stream. There's the booty. There's
There's the booty. Yeah.
right. There's the booty. Just it's and that's what's been happening is just seeing the same people come through. And I started my own Discord for just like a place to hang out. And
Oh yeah. I
yeah,
mean, if you
I, na-
can send it to me, I can post it up here in chat before we head out so people can join up.
okay. Let me see.
Because I'm usually we do try to plug communities that people represent. You know, if they have a certain Discord or Discords they're a part of, we'll try to promote them out so people have more networking there. Because I try not to hide anything from anyone. You know, like if there's communities out there, they can make judgment if it's on what they're wanting in their streaming experience. You know, there are some that I won't probably promote too much myself, just because of I may not agree with how they operate or their methods.
Yeah, mine's just a hangout, uh, like a hangout server. Let me see the copy link text. Um, yeah, can I put the link in chat?
No, I won't let you in chat, unfortunately. The bot settings I gotta change, or I have them limited because we have a lot of spam
Yeah.
bots that come in, I guess, and post links that are.
Okay, I will send it to you in a message. Send it
Yeah,
to you in a whisper.
sounds good.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't even think about whispers through here.
Yeah. So, the name was a suggestion by Captain Caldwell. I don't know if you know him. We kind of
Yeah, I
clicked
do.
on our love of booty. He's like, "Did we just become best friends?" I'm like, "I think so because we both love butts." And he's like, "If you make a Discord, you should call it Playa's Playhouse or something where the big booties bounce." And I'm like, "All right." So I named it Playa's Paradise where the big booties bounce. Right.
There we go. I'm now an official member.
And look at there's booty bouncing right there.
I
Poca,
know.
yeah, Poca sent me that meme, and I found it in a GIF and um inside of the Discord, and I was like, oh, we're sending each other funny. Oh, no other brothers can deny. A funny story about that. So the first Diablo beta weekend, the servers had like a 2-hour queue sometimes.
Oh yeah,
So I
that's
got
expected.
disconnected. I got disconnected one time. I was like, fuck. So I went to reconnect and I literally sat through an hour queue on stream, just chatting. And I was like, well, welcome to karaoke stream. Like, does anyone have any requests? And then first out the gate was I like big butts. And I was like, done, done. You don't have to ask me twice. And like so I karaoke that. It was pretty fun.
That's awesome. No, I mean, and that's what you have to do when things don't go as planned. You have to
Yeah.
improvise and change the content up and go on a whim. You can't just sit there in awkward silence for the whole hour queue. You
Right.
gotta, you either stay in the queue and spice it up elsewhere, or you just leave the queue and start up a whole different game. And that wasn't something you were wanting to do, which I don't blame you. You know, if
Okay.
you can get into beta,
Yeah. Something else I'd like to plug though is I do have a sub goal for the month, and I think we're need 10 more subs, and we can give away a third copy of Diablo.
oh,
So
nice.
I've already hit my goal twice. So
Dang, I
yeah.
missed both the first two copies going out, and here I am not
No,
with.
no, no, no. I haven't given them out yet. All you gotta
Oh,
do
nice.
is exclamation raffle in my chat. Um, oh, it's okay. As long as you heard it. Um, yeah, exclamation raffle in my chat. And the drawing is June 1st to give the copies away.
Oh, that'll sound
So,
fun.
yeah, so I'm leaving it open to everyone that comes into my channel, and I've had random first time chatters that were just lurkers that popped in for the raffle. And it's just pretty cool that it's open to everyone. If as long as you participate in my chat, um, all you have to do is say one thing, exclamation raffle, and then you're already participating in my channel by being there. So if
No,
you see that message, then you can be a part of it.
that's awesome. No, I think that's a good idea too. You're playing a new game that's not even out yet, but a lot of the sneak previews. So you're gonna have a lot of people tuning in to content creators, to see if they like that game or not. That's the one thing I thought about doing is just hopping on and playing it just because of that aspect. Because what'll happen is eventually, even if they're just showing up to enter into the raffle, they may sit there for a minute and go, "Man, I actually like this. I'm having a fun time here."
Exactly.
And then those are the people who'll stick around and who'll come back for more. So
Hmm.
that you got to find those people, and the only way sometimes to pull those people in is to give away free stuff. You're like,
My
might as
first time
well.
doing it.
Well, that's
Uh,
good. No, that's awesome that you
the
can give back to the community.
the other times I just did I did the gummy
Thank
bear
you for
challenge,
following, William.
which was the little nitro gummy bear. If I got, I think I had like a goal of like 15 subs or like 20 subs or something for I don't even know how long, and I hit it in a day. Like one stream, I hit the goal. I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, I guess we're gonna eat the gummy bear soon.
How'd that
And
go?
so, oh, dude, it was 20 minutes of pure torture. But I mean, I like spicy. I love spicy. And it was funny because I ate my words. It's up on my YouTube actually. Um,
Oh, nice.
so I I ate the gummy bear and I'm like chewing it, I'm like sucking on it. I'm like, like this gummy bear ain't shit. And then literally right after I said that, it started creeping in. I'm like, oh. I was like, oh, it's a slow burn. Like, okay, here we go. And it just like sat in for like 20 minutes, and it was just like death. It was bad. It was funny though. It was great content. And
Yeah, sometimes that's what it's about. The content. Like put yourself through torture. I had to eat some ranch ice cream,
oh yeah,
and it was terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it was fun though. I like spicy. I did the one chip challenge and it literally did nothing to me. My friend took a little bite of it and died. I was like, what the hell? Like it was nothing for me, absolutely nothing.
Oh wow.
And yeah, that one doesn't have like a Scoville rating, but the gummy bear had 9 million on the Scoville, uh, and that's like 900 times hotter than a jalapeno. Yeah,
Yeah,
Poca
that's
knows
really
she did
hot.
it.
Oh, you did the gummy bear too, Polka? I know I saw
Yeah,
Polka do the hot nuts.
yeah, I wanted to try that. 11,
I
11's
know
great.
all a bunch of great streamers, yeah, for sure. We a lot of great
8's tough.
communities out there, a lot of great community members.
Yeah, I met 11 a long time ago. I think when she was first coming into the community, and she would hang out on my channel, and she was really like really supportive. And I was like, since you're there every day, I was like, do you want to mod? And so she was modding for me for a while, and yeah, I've just watched her expand into the community, and it's so cool to watch her grow. And it all comes back to her in her streams, and she gets so much love, and it just like warms my heart, to see like all of that she's put out come back to her. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's definitely a good feeling to watch and see a lot of great streamers along the way. I think I'm just a couple months over streaming as yourself, so both of us in comparison to a lot of these streamers out here are still new to the game. I feel like as if you've been doing this less than a year, then we're still kind of new to the game, but we're learning and we're seeing big growth in individuals, including probably ourselves. We don't notice it because it's us, right? But I'm sure
Yeah.
other people, I've had people message me and say, "Oh, well, Joker Dead, when I first saw your first streams, your content is way different now, and you're a totally different entertainer, and so it's good to see that someone noticed it because I didn't really think about it until they said something, and then I went back and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, these earlier streams are pretty cringe." Like,
Yeah, I go back and I see clips from when I was streaming straight from my Xbox. And I like this tight shot where it's just me and like, it's a lot more of just content around, and like I can dial the camera in so I fit the frame instead of having a wide angle of just, nothing. It's more, zoomed in on me, and then that, I can adjust the scene so like my camera fits right in, and there's more, it's not overlapping. Um, it just, I can do more with it. Now that I have the PC, you know, I can just like that party rock anthem. That one is I'm sexy and I know it. And I have a channel button redemption that says streamer is cute, and it plays I'm sexy and I know it.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little things like that, and like I want to know what it's gonna feel like looking back in a year on these. Why am I such an incredible human? Because I experienced tragedy, and it gave me a new lease on life, and I choose to embrace it and spread joy and spread positivity. You know, we go through hard things in life. Sometimes it'll break us, and sometimes it'll build us, and sometimes it'll do both.
Yeah, I was about to say for some it has to break you down for you to appreciate and build you back up a better person.
I was never like this. I was mad. I was angry. I was, you know, disappointed in my friends for not being there for me. But as soon as I found streaming, I found a community, and that's something I didn't have. Appreciate that, 11, and lock it.
Yeah, let's give here. We
Okay.
gotta use the soundboard that never gets used too often. We're gonna have to do the applause, my man. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Let's go, chat. Hype up. So what we're gonna do here, guys? We're gonna find someone that Paralyzed seems worthy of the good old raid. We're gonna surprise somebody, cheer up their day. That's my favorite part of the stream because you know we get.
That's what I call it, making someone's day.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, no, because usually they don't see it coming, and they're just vibing, hanging out, having a good time. Sometimes they're not having a good time, and I think it's even better for those people because it that frown turns upside down and they get happy and they excited for the moment. The energy level goes up if it's low in the stream. Or sometimes if they're gamers, they just continue to game and don't even notice the raid, and everybody's like, "Oh, okay."
Yep, I got someone.
Awesome. So yeah, if you wanna,
He's actually playing Diablo, the first one.
oh, the first one. Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's classic.
He's going through the first 3 before Diablo 4 comes out.
Nice. I didn't even know
But,
you could still get the original one.
yeah, he's been he pops into my streams. I mean, he lurks from work, but he's there all the time, and you know, I appreciate his support.
Yeah,
And
One
I
Winged,
do the
we
same thing
appreciate
for
you
him.
having.
I'm
Hopefully, have an
usually
amazing day.
lurking in the evenings doing my stuff, and you know, so I mean, lurk for lurk, but it's still support. I appreciate him and want to get back to him. So
No, exactly. No, that's how it is. You know, there's a lot of streamers who I try to do that if I can't be around. It's like you said, it's support. You appreciate them. You want to show that appreciation back for them showing up, but also you enjoy their content, you know. And it's just all around a great support structure. You know, it's just we do what we can. I never expect it from anyone, you know, so
yeah,
because it's their time, and if they can do it, then that's amazing. If they can't, that's even still amazing. I'm still going to show up if I can. And that's what true friendship and building family and community is all about. So, and I appreciate you being here. You know, a lot of these great streamers who've come out this morning, we appreciate you guys. You guys are
absolutely.
always amazing. I'm sure we'll see you around. We'll see Paralyzed around. You know, I'll see you guys in his streams. So, but yo, what's up, Garis? Thank you for showing up. Somehow I wasn't following you. I was just here the other day. Yeah, I know, Garis. It's all right.
Debugging.
Yeah, Twitch does that, so I don't even take refollows even, you know, bother me
Right.
anymore because I'm always going into people's streams and I'm not following them. So I think it's unfriending or unfollowing people on both ends. But
Appreciate
yeah.
it, Earth.
So who would you like us? Do you want to type their
So
name in?
his name is the original Q, just like it's
Oh,
spelled.
okay.
The original Q, or UE, QUEUE.
Okay, I see that. Diablo, there, I found him.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Man, the overlay, the Diablo overlay, jeez, it's been so long. I'm going to have to vibe for
Right.
a minute. This is going to be
Mm-hmm.
fun. All right, chat, you guys get ready. Let's get the hypes. Let's get the emotes going. You know the Q. You know the Q, the original Q. Now let's go. Love the original Q. Nice. See, some of you guys already know them. That's awesome. Awesome to hear. You ready? Nice. Let's go. We'll start raid. Let's see how many we can get over there. Hopefully everybody's awake and ready.
Right.
All right, chat. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again, Paralyzed, for coming on. The
Yeah,
biggest
thanks, Jack.
play of all. We appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna get over there, guys. We got 15 wonderful raiders. We appreciate you guys. Let's go over there and make this Q's day.